Hello and welcome to Skarn. This is a land that has been built up, fought over, raised and built up again numerous times across the ages. The peoples are hardy and tough. The land is unforgiving and harsh, and the deities gone from this world. After the Divine War, the divine races and the redeemed had a truce, but that time has run up, and the shorter-lived races view the Divine War as but a distant memory. Skarn is changing, and along with it, our heroes. I bid thee greetings, redeemed and divine races, Titan spawn and ancient ones. I am Patrick, known on the winds of change and the beaks of birds as _. And I am the game master for this story. This is session 12 of Dracogenesis Titan's Lament, taking place in Scarred Lands, a setting published by Onyx Path Publishing. This is an awesome adventure brought to you by Vorpal Tales. You can find Vorpal Tales in lots of places on the internet. Of course, we are on Twitch, right here, right now. Consider giving us a follow or subscribe. Check out all of our social medias at Vorpal Tales, where you can get updates about the cast and our goings-ons. A website, vorpaltales.com, where if you feel so, where you can get all the links to our affiliates and see our up-to-date calendars. A Patreon, where if you feel so inclined, you can toss a coin to us in order to make more, better, and Vorpal Tailier content. Not only is Vorpal Tales a great role-playing group, but we are writers as well. Check us out on Drive-Thru-RPG and DM's Guild for great additions to your tabletop games, with a spice of vorpuleness. And Steve, remind me, did we just release a supplement for a game that some people play? I don't know. Probably not us, but...
I think it was, actually, if I remember correctly. It was. It had something to do with troubadours.
Yeah, and it was for that setting, that one setting. What's it called? Oh, yes, Scarred Lands. We released a Scarred Lands supplement. Yes, and in that supplement, we released additional subclasses for Bard, Druid, Monk, and Warlock, as well as some more much-needed prestige classes, and some custom homemade spells as well. So, you should totally check this out. Go to Drive-Thru-RPG, search for Vorpal Tales, and you can find Troubadours and Tenders of the Grove, Pugilists and Pact Makers, a supplement for Scarred Lands.
It is pretty rad.
It's awesome. All right, enough self-promotion out of the way. Time to thank other people. I'd like to thank Onyx Path Publishing for making an incredible world and setting to use to amaze and delight. Also to Astro Tabletop for being our virtual tabletop and platform for our players to roll their dice. Additionally to N8 Mid for the fantastic character sheet he created for this game. A thank you goes to Vinsvet, a wonderful YouTube channel that has amazing music to set your adventure to. Additionally, Vorpal Tales has some fantastic sponsors we'd love to tell you about. First is QUEmpire.com, a small company making original dice and products for your favorite RPGs and card games. Use code VorpalTales for 10% off. And oh, by the way, they're starting a new Kickstarter. You can go on Kickstarter.com, search for QUEmpire. They're kickstarting 4-in-1 status and condition markers for tabletop games and Magic the Gathering. So in addition to the ones they already have on their website for 5e and other things like that, they're adding additional markers as well to note things like invisible, paralyzed, flying, levitating, exhausted, blessed, hasted, slowed, all the things that you're usually going to forget about, and you use your valuable spell slots to cast haste on someone, and then that rogue inevitably forgets they're hasted and does not do their extra action, and the wizard's just sitting there going, wow, if only there's a way he could remember. Well, there is. There's these wonderful little status condition markers that you can put next to the minis on your tabletop, or you can use on your sheet of paper at home while we're in these pandemic times to mark, and I will keep track for these lovely people until we're all together again one time. And it will mark, if someone is charmed, or frightened, or grappled. I'm sure those things won't happen to you guys tonight. I definitely don't have them on hand ready to go because things are going to happen to you tonight. Our other sponsors include Hit Point Press, known for various reference cards. You can go to the affiliate link on our website, click, and anything you purchase there will benefit the show. As well as Jim Hammer & Sons, another RPG supplement store where you can go to the website, use the code for Vorpal Tales, and get 10% off. And now, dear viewers, meet our intrepid adventurers who look to explore, spelunk, socialize, and bring about their influence onto the world of Skarn. Please state your name, where people can find you on the internet, and who you'll be playing tonight.
Oh shit, am I first tonight? I think I am. But I'm Dwayne. At Made of Kimchi on the internet tonight, I will be playing Artificer Sousa with her friend Brillo.
Is it me? Me? I don't wanna. I'm just kidding. Hey everybody, I'm Ever. My pronouns are they, them, and you can find me all over the internet as Changeling Ever. Tonight I shall be playing Yanae, who is still discovering themselves, so for now, they're at least not a girl.
Hello, everybody. I am Steve, and I don't believe I'm muted this time. On the internet, you can find me at Voodoo Arcade, and tonight I'll be playing Lament, the fighter wizard Drindali.
Hello all, I'm Devin. You can find me online at Sorta Sullied, and tonight I'll be playing Gar, the Redemption Oath Paladin.
And I am Devok. I am the shaman, the orc shaman for tonight, and I am a little bit lacking sleep, so I apologize. Let's have a great night.
I had the worst thought. I was like, good, John is sleep deprived. We can poke this bear again.
I have waited my entire career to do the Finger Tower of Doom. It feels good.
And Patty, you are muted.
Right? Now that we have met our adventurers...
That's my bit.
That is. I'm sorry, I stole that from you. You didn't do it, so someone had to do it. Now that we've met our adventurers, let's remember that there are very rare people in the world that are combining very real monsters to them. March is a time to think about brain injury awareness, including concussions and TBI. Kidneys, and getting them checked as they filter how many liters of blood a day? Does anyone know? I've only said it 3 times now. 200 liters of blood a day.
200? I was going to go with like 18.
200.
Yeah, I thought that was like 19.
No. 200.
So,
hold on.
You know, that's only like 10 times more than you thought it was.
2 liters of blood, you said?
No.
2 cups.
200 liters, which is some unit of measurement. I have no idea.
That's actually not really a whole
that could
lot.
be as much as like a pool or as little as like a cup of coffee. I have no idea.
It's 100 big, like,
2
soda
liters.
jugs.
Yeah, that's only like the...
That's a
So-
lot,
like
Dwayne. That's a
52
lot of
gallons.
blood.
It's only like
Please have to come in here and be like, oh, that's not that much. All right, you filter 200 liters of blood a day and be
So
like this
much.
big.
So to test
I am that
it,
big. If I had time, I'd do it.
to test it, I should take the equivalent amount of vodka, right?
Yes, totally. No, do
So
not
there you
do
go.
that.
52 gallons of vodka and you'll be all right.
But on a serious note, do go and remember that now is the time to remember, if you know, back when you played football as a little kid or any other sport and you might have bumped your head a little too hard, you know, that might still be affecting you today. So don't be afraid to get that checked out or get your kidneys checked out if you're over the age of 21 and you have partaken in any alcoholic drink ever. But also, March...
My brain was so backwards on that one. I'm like, why is he talking about kids drinking booze? Having to worry about their kidneys.
Wayne, go get your kidneys checked and possibly your brain.
Continue, please.
March is also Women's History Month, though. So remember the numerous women who have helped shape the course of history, politics, art, culture, and just about everything else in the world that you like and love. It's also the very important Black Lives Matter movement. That is still going on. We ask that you educate yourselves about topics you may be ignorant to, and work with your fellow humans to better the world. To everyone out there who struggles to see the light at the end of the tunnel, I offer you the following quote from Rosa Parks. There were times where it would have been easy to fall apart or to go in the opposite direction. But somehow I felt that if I took just one more step, someone would come to join me. Know that you're not alone, watchers. Good attracts good, light leads to more light, and our dark days are coming to an end. Before you gaze further into the story's adventures, allow our paladin to remind you what they've already conquered and overcome.
We awoke last week to find that Stusa had left early to find additional information on the topic of the Dark Womb. The Malthun is questioned to be, if he is himself or not, is deemed himself, and then we head off to Mima Mansuela's, where we find an old blind woman tending to a large assortment of plants. She shows us around until we reveal the passcode, which disheartens the shopkeeper greatly. While traveling through her store, we discover that the plant we believe to have healed Le Malthun, but Mima states that if that's all it was, there would need to have been some divine intervention for him to have still survived. We once again make our way into the cistern of the old city and meet the scaled leader Nunya in the temple. She sends a scout named Ursula to guide us to the end of the regular patrols closest to our target, and after a while of travel, seeing sights and hearing the sounds of the old city, we reach our scout's final destination, where she begins packing up camp and telling us that she will remain there for the next 48 hours. Whether or not we are there when she returns, or when that is up, she will be leaving. After our failed persuasion attempt to get her to come along, we make our way through the first passage, where the group is descended upon by a yellow gas. While Gar and Lamalthun make it out without effort, Yene and Duvok become entrapped in a dream that felt real, of themselves causing death and pain to their loved ones. While Yene got off rather quickly by Lamalthun giving them some tea, Duvok, on the other hand, had his visions become just absurd, as Gar unintentionally gave him some of the green drink from the green dryad. He did get better after some of the tea made by Lamalthun. While we wandered around the area, we found blockages which seemed to prevent light from coming in. We decided to try and burn them. We found that fire, as well as our basic light spells, seem to go out rather quickly or have lessened effect. And that we learned that this dark womb might actually be newly aligned in the service of Gormoth, as it was the ex-worshipper of Mormo that left the group where we destroyed them earlier. After some more travel, we enter an octagonal sewer drain area, and 3 people walk out with albino creatures on the other side, stating, "You are trespassing. This is the lair of the womb of Gormath. For your transgressions, you must die."
All right. A very succinct and correct recap. So yes, you had all come into a point forging forward without Susa, and you have got led into this room, the entryway behind you closing, and coming out in front of you. We'll switch maps now.
Map swap.
Map swap. Wanna...
No, map swap. No, map swap.
Here's my... There we go. Boom. Except there is no Susa.
You would make me blind?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I can't delete you. Okay, well, Susa is just gonna be in the corner over here because I can't delete her because because Dwayne is in Astral. I can't delete her, unfortunately. So you're just gonna sit there, observe. It's almost like you're getting a vision.
I can't see anything.
Oh, good, perfect.
It's the black screen.
Here, can you see now?
No.
Well, I don't know why you can't, but that's weird. Okay, well, that's just too bad then. Can you see now?
No. I saw when you first brought us to the map.
Why?
I'm
What
not
now?
seeing Susa at all as the players on that map.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm not seeing Susa on the map at all.
Correct.
Okay, that's weird. We're just gonna do this. Try that again.
Whoa. Okay. There I am.
Okay, do you see it now?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why it's being difficult.
Aha! It's a Susa.
I'm putting you in the corner again.
I still don't see Susa, but I do see Brillo.
I'm there.
Okay. All right. It's fine. It's working as intended. All right. So yes, you look out across. This is the general layout of the room. The little cistern that you've kind of run into, and you notice that the figures you couldn't quite make out from last time. All you were able to tell is that one was wearing guard's clothes, and the other was vaguely feminine. However, now as you've kind of adjusted to the darkness of this area, and are able to kind of see around the monstrous, giant, albino, ape-looking creatures. You see that one of them is young Beauregard Mikos, the guard that questioned you the night of the speaker's demise. And the other, most of you don't recognize, except for Yane. It's the lovely woman Muriel, who worked with you and bartered furs for food, and ended up, taking pity on your clearly newness to the city.
Whoa! They're the cultists?
That's who you see in front of you.
Oh my god.
Holding the leashes of these monsters, which they've actually both have let go of now. And you see them just kind of, each of them draws, one draws the Beauregard draws a sword, and Muriel kind of hefts like this makeshift spear looking thing. And I will need you all to roll initiative.
Would you like me to also roll initiative?
No, not now.
Okay.
Not this second.
15.
I rolled a 6. How did I roll 6?
Very carefully.
So, Patty, again, that number is going to actually be a 17.
Okay. Yeah, I can edit it on my end.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just for that I'll just need you to make sure that you just let me know what it should actually be, and then I can edit it.
Will do. It's always going to be +3 to whatever gets rolled.
Well,
I'll let you know.
yeah. Alright, and then let's roll for these bad boys.
Wait. Does my special bonus apply to initiatives?
Oh, yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
19.
Yeah.
19 initiative. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Yeah, because initiative is technically an ability check.
Yes, it
This
is.
guy.
Yes. Muhahaha.
So we want to. There's that number. That guy's that number. And then that guy is that number. That guy is that number. Okay. And we'll start combat, and it looks like Lamalthune will be going first.
There's a lot going on. Let's take a look here.
Yes. Yep, you see two very large gorilla ape-like creatures that have gone, they're completely albino, and you see that their eyes are not only the bright red that an albino of a species usually have, they also seem to kind of have a little bit of a clouded look to them. I definitely have not seen the sunlight for a very long time.
For a very long time. Correct. Okay. Shoot. I need to get to them. And they are far away. Alright, bonus action. Use bonus action. You can take the dash action. Dash allows you to move up to your normal speed, right? It's usually
Correct.
combined with a normal move to double, but dash technically is just move your speed. Okay. That's what I thought. So, here's what I would like to do. I will cast Expeditious Retreat on myself.
Okay.
Allow me to take the dash action right away. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I don't like that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I'm going to ready an action that if anyone comes within my melee range, I will stabinate them.
Expeditious Retreat, is that an action to cast?
It is a bonus action to cast.
Okay.
It is a
And
bonus
that allows
action
you
to
immediately
cast.
take that. Okay, perfect.
Oh, wait. Hold up. It is a bonus
Oh.
action to cast, allows you to immediately take the dash action, which means I can actually move. I have not taken
Yes.
my move action yet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to get to their back line and I'm going to stab Beauregard.
Okay. He just turns to face you with this just very blank look on his face. And just as you go to stab him, give me an attack roll.
He's a ghost. I'll be so mad at you.
Your blade passes right through him. But
hold
with
on,
a 10...
Hold on, that's a 10. Before you tell me, I will use your inspiration from last
Okay.
week to give myself 86.
Alrighty. Add it up.
14.
Okay.
Is a 14 hit?
14 does not hit.
You sure?
I'm very sure.
I'd like you to double check.
Okay. Doesn't hit.
Okay. I just want to make sure. Alright. But I am in melee range with the back line.
Okay. So yeah, as you just run forward, you kind of just pull the rapier as you're doing this kind of low down to the ground dash across. Actually, can you show me the exact path you took, by the way?
I can. I start back
Like,
here.
like when
5.
you crossed, where'd you go here?
Oh, 5, 10, 15, 20. I thought this would be like where water was flowing, as opposed to
Yes.
like this is a pipe, right, or a ditch.
Yes. Yeah, so this is a pipe, and it's kind of got this slow flow coming out of it, and then there's this kind of stagnant river right here in the middle.
Yeah. So that's 20, 25, 30.
Okay, so you kind of skirted around where it's pouring out.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
cool.
what I was thinking. That was my thought looking
That's
at the
fine.
map. That would be the way to cross. If I'm
Sounds good to me.
okay, and then I ended up next to Beauregard.
Okay. But yeah, so you just kind of, shrink underneath the pouring sewage and pull your rapier and just kind of go for like a lunging stab. And just very nonchalantly, he just pulls his sword and grabs his scabbard in one hand and his sword in the other, and just kind of, as he's pulling the sword out to meet your duel, blocks your stab with the scabbard and finishes pulling out.
What a jerk.
You shall be another template for the Dark Womb. Okay.
I ended my turn.
Alrighty. So it's this albino manster's turn.
Mainster.
Manster. Well, it heard you, so it's going to come right here, and it's going to lunge out with these very long arms, and just kind of try to sock you with one, and then reach in and kind of just try to bite you. And as it opens its mouth, you kind of expect like maybe like a normal assortment of teeth, but you see that all these are mostly fanged teeth. So tries to punch you. Does a 17 hit?
Hold up.
Hold up.
I take my reaction to make my AC an 18. No.
Okay. As
You
that for the whole.
also have dice from Ram Squatter, by the way.
Hey!
Does that last for every attack or just a one attack?
I think we're gonna say that is. I think that's advantage on
Is it-
one roll. So Ram Squatter, I will use it on my next attack to get advantage. I apologize, we did not see that.
Your reaction is: are you casting shield?
No, this is the War Mage ability. Whose name? Hold on. I think I have it written down. Maybe I can't remember if I do. Hold up. I don't have it written down on this page. Ha! It was battle. Arcane Deflection. I can fortify my magic, or I can use magic to fortify myself. I get a +2 bonus to AC or a +4 bonus to saving throws. It's basically a mini version of shield that I get every round.
Nice.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Does a 26 hit you?
Yes. That
Okay.
one. Yes.
So that's the bite that comes in. So it'll be take 7 piercing damage.
Oof.
As its mouth it tries to just sock you just straight up with its arm, and it buries into your skin, but the magical fortification you'd use had hardened your skin to the blow, and so it kind of pulls back, kind of, and then just goes in, just savagely, just tries to like bite your head off, but you're able to kind of shrunk down and it gets your shoulder instead. Okay. Devolk, it is your turn. Oh, Devolk's not there. Alright, we're gonna just swap positions. Gar, your turn. And we'll do Devolk when he gets back.
Since Gar cannot make it that far in one go, what Gar is going to do is he's going to actually step to being right here and ready in action to attack somebody that comes the way.
Okay. Alrighty.
That will be it.
Okay. So you ready your attack for anything that comes within range of you?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Still missing a Devolk. So we're gonna go with, unfortunately for you guys, the enemy is gonna go. Beauregard right on top of you. Lamalthun actually ignores you. No, sorry, no he doesn't.
You sure?
He sees, he sees that the Manster is doing its job of attacking you, so he finishes drawing his sword, and he will attempt to stab you. Not with a 9, though, I'm correct in thinking.
No, not quite.
Okay, how about a 12?
Also no.
No. Okay. So after the initial blocking of your rapier with his scabbard, he kind of keeps it in his one hand, and you guys just you now both engaged. Kind of.
Yeah.
He comes in for a couple strikes. You're able to parry them away, spin around, do a couple of movements, and you've got an epic sword fight kind of going on your hands here.
With a Manster hanging out.
Yes. Yeah. With the Manster just looking for any opportunity to kind of sneak in and you see actually. Give me, what's your passive perception?
13.
13. You notice that it seems to be not so much following your movements, but following where yours and Beauregard's swords meet.
Interesting.
Devolk, is your turn.
Yeah, mute myself here real quick. So I have a few things I can do. 6 of them. I am going to do a thing.
Okay.
Do it well.
If you're going to do a thing, do it well. Roger that. I am going to cast Chaos Bolts.
Okay.
And I'm going to look up my... Here, that's... I only need to spend 1 sorcery point for that if I'm casting it at first level. So I will be spending a single sorcery point to target 2 of these albino mansters.
Okay.
Yes.
What's the range on Chaos Bolt? 60 feet?
I got it. No, okay. Sorry. 120.
Okay. Yep. You can definitely. They're both definitely within range of you.
Alrighty, and then so this is going to be a spell-based attack roll. 2 of them. So 18 and 22. Oh, I got a dice with. I have a thing set up for this.
So 22? 22 definitely hits. And
18
an 18
and a 22.
Those will both hit. Yes.
Alright. Then, sorry, I didn't use a tooltip, so I'm just going to roll damage for these guys on the tooltip. So that's going to be 15 damage on the first one, and no extra effects.
Okay.
And
The Chaos Bolt, I believe, changes.
it does. It does.
So what are the damage types you got?
Jesus, sure. 2d8 plus 6. Okay, I can choose a d8, and these are 8 or 4 for the first one. So we're going to do force damage on the first one.
Okay.
And for the second one is 1 or 5, which is acid or lightning. We're going to do acid.
Okay.
Apologies.
15 force damage to one, and 7 acid damage to the other. Okay. Devoke throws 2 swirling balls of prismatic rainbows at both, just kind of simultaneously with both hands at the Mansters. One, as it streaks towards the one towards Lamalthun, just takes on just this clear. It loses all of its color and turns clear, and just punches the Manster in the back. You see, it kind of shove forward a little bit, and then the second one rises, about to hit the Manster. It goes this sickly green color and splashes across, and there's the smell of burning fur as the acid washes over it, and both do some damage. So good job. Anything else you like to do on your turn, Devok?
I'm going to move slightly, and then that will be my turn.
Okay. All right. It is Muriel's turn. Muriel will step forward here, and then just look at all of you. Yes, an excellent crop for the womb. And she will pull out from beneath her cloak kind of this kind of metal-looking disc, and she throws it across. Just make sure she doesn't flub it. She does not. And it lands like right about here. And as it lands, it just bounces and skids for a couple feet, but it just bong, 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 makes this horribly loud sound that kind of reverberates throughout the whole room. And you immediately see the Manster that she had unhooked. It just kind of, and it starts to charge, and you can tell it's gonna head towards where that thing landed. That'll be her turn, though. Yanae.
I would like to move my character sheet so I can see the map.
Good start.
Thank you. I'm going to move like behind Gar,
Okay.
and I am going to aim at the albino Manster that is over here.
Okay. The one that's engaged with Malthun.
Yes.
Alrighty. Give me an attack.
Range stabby, go.
Oof. 10 does definitely not hit.
Well, looks like I'm using physical dice.
But yeah, so you kind of charge forward, Gar with his spear and his kind of buckler shield out, but his large form. You kind of go down to one knee using his body as a shield, fire your first arrow across, as it strikes the Manster, as it's kind of like pummeling towards Lamalthun, you strike it just like in this thick, matted bit of fur, and you think it sinks in, like the arrow just kind of travels in, but you see that there's no reaction from the monster, and as it comes back from the pummel that it misses, the arrow just kind of actually just shakes free and it falls out of it. It's just this thick fur that you didn't realize was covering all of it.
So I have to shave it first.
Potentially.
Oh god.
That's the melee people's job.
Good. Yeah. Good luck trying to find something sharp enough to get through all of that, though.
Get in there, melee people. Shave those monsters for me.
Anything else on your turn?
I don't really think I have anything that I can / want.
Okay.
So I shall move along.
Then it is the other albino monster's turn, and it will just move forward to the bit of kind of sewage river in front of it, and then just one kind of very powerful leap land right on the other side of it. And right where that disc was thrown, it kind of sniffs, and it will 3. It will go for Yanae. And once again, the kind of same
thank
strategy. It will reach out with its just giant arm and just try to pummel down on you. Does a 12 hit you?
Amazingly, no.
Okay, how about...
Second roll disadvantage. Since I'm
Disadvantage?
standing there. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, that turned out to be a natural 1 for it.
Nice.
So the blow comes down where it thinks you are, but it actually hits about 3 feet to the left of you. And then it kind of tries to course correct, and where it thinks you are, it actually just bites into the buckler arm of Gar. But it kind of, you see it like not so much look at you, but kind of tilt its head towards you, and it seems it's dialed in where you are. All right. Back to the
Never actually
Malthune.
comes within 5 feet, does it?
No, not really.
Okay.
Its large arm is kind of sweeping through.
Okay. No attack for me then.
Lamalthune, your turn.
Okay. I go back to wanting to stab this guy because he sucks. Alright, here we go. I'm going to cast Booming Blade.
Okay.
In order to do this rapier attack.
Alrighty.
Nat 20!
Natural 20!
What the hell?
Let me just check to make sure.
God,
Yeah, no, you're
that's
good.
insane.
Does a 26? 26 hit him?
Oh, yeah.
That is a
Oh,
nat
yeah.
20, everybody. Oh,
Does
man.
does the 26 hit him, DM?
Dwayne, you're muted.
Which means,
I know. I
Ram
was
Squad,
talking to you guys.
if you're okay with it, I'm going to hold on to your advantage until later, since
Yeah,
I
you
can't
should
roll better
probably.
than a nat
Yeah,
20.
yeah, good job. Yeah, way to rub that in.
Boom. Alright.
This is my formal request to the chat to give me all the advantages now, so I can use them all in the
So
Malthune.
Sean did, in fact, give you 3 at the top of the chat, so...
Oh!
Lies. All
Space
lies.
Lord can suck it.
Okay.
Alright. My damage is 8, 10. That's 10. Plus my crit additional is another 8 on top of that. Yeah! Maximum critage! Maximum critage!
So exciting.
Plus all your bonuses.
Plus everything.
Alright. So, that's... That I get my special bonus to this as well?
Yes, you do.
Alright, cool. So I have dueling, which gives me +2 damage if I'm only holding one weapon. So that means that's 18, 20, 22 damage.
Beauregard. God dang. Okay. So you kind of been going back and forth, each kind of sizing each other up, not quite able to get a hit in yet, as you're just kind of feeling each other's defenses out. But just kind of early on into this duel, you see that he's heavily leaning to his right side. Mm-hmm. So just a very easy feint and then twist and stab behind your back, and you're able to get a nice, just right in between a couple of his plates, and you get a good stab into his chest.
Perfect.
You can see the crimson is already starting to color his uniform a little bit.
Cool. Hey, I have a question for you, Patty.
Yeah.
What does a fighter do when they smell blood on their enemy?
I don't know.
Are you
going to tell me? I had the feeling you're going to tell me.
I feel that at this moment, as I see my enemy bleeding from this massive blow, I want to press the action. I want to surge with energy and press the assault with my action surge.
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Is that all you're doing? Like you're following a natural crit up with another weapon attack? But that's it, right?
No, actually.
That's it?
No.
What?
I actually get my whole...
You get a bonus action too?
I get everything back again. It's pretty great, actually.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Action surge is good, everyone.
Action surge
wow.
is pretty...
one cares.
Wow.
All right. No, this is good. Continue on.
So he already has Booming Blade on him, so I'm thinking, like, one of these other things would be pretty cool. Maybe. I don't know. What is... Let's take a look here. No. No, I'm not going to do that, I don't think.
In the interest
Oh,
of...
no. You're not going to do that?
No, I was gonna cast another spell, but since I can,
Sure. Yeah.
but I don't think I see one I really want to use right this second. So instead, I am going to go ahead and go with another weapon attack, and thanks to my great good personal friend Ram Squatter, I do technically have advantage on this if I want to use it. So
You're
here
feeling
we go
pretty
again.
cocky for a man that has a giant fucking gorilla in his face.
Well, that's an 18 for a 24. Okay.
that hits.
In all
does.
fairness,
But I am going to go ahead and use that advantage-disadvantage just to see if I can't get another crit on this guy, because I'm feeling pretty damn good.
Yeah, this guy's... You're feeling pretty good with yourself, sure.
in all fairness,
Oh, this close. This close.
Zach Rules has cast Bane on the party and given our good friend God a bonus inspiration.
Perfect. That's 1 from him. That's 3 from Space Lord.
That's an extra...
Tony has threatened to give me some. So,
20
feel confident for now if you'd
So
like.
22 from the first attack, plus an extra 13
They don't love us.
for 35 damage to Beauregard.
They love us too much. They want to see us succeed by walking through hell.
So you kind of had stabbed over your shoulder with your feint. You pull out, spin, come back right side right. He falters just momentarily looking at the blood, and it's where you quickly follow up with another just south of it, kind of in the abdomen this time. More blood is just freely pouring out of him, and you see him drop his sword in his scabbard. Ugh. And he looks pretty bad. Looks pretty bad.
Okay.
Anything else I'd like to do, Lamalthun?
No, I think I'm okay for right now.
Okay. All right. It is the Manster that's in your face. Using the advantage I have from Zach Rules, it's going to go into an ape-like frenzy and attempt to just pummel the shit out of you.
Please. Go right on ahead.
Does a 15 hit you?
It does not.
No? Okay. Does a 22 hit you?
It does.
Okay. That's once again with its bite. So that would be another one of these. Oh, here we go. For 14 damage. As to get that nice blow onto Beauregard, you've kind of had to expose yourself a little bit to the Manster next to you, and use that opportunity and sinks back into that same shoulder spot it got you earlier and tears out even more flesh. You can kind of see the ligaments now, and your shoulder, it's your off shoulder, luckily, but it's kind of your arm is just kind of flopping uselessly at your side right now.
Rad.
Yeah, fun stuff.
Yep.
Devok, it is your turn.
All right. So, as a question, the monster that is right in front of me.
Yes.
Like he's 5 feet from me, but he's also like
well, he's 10 feet away from you.
He's 10 feet away from me, but he's also swung at Yane from 10 feet away.
Yes.
Is that correct? Okay.
Yes.
So that's good information.
Yes. You see, it's not only is it a large monster, but its arms are just unnaturally long.
Good stuff. I'm going to. I am just going to cast Firebolt
Okay.
on the one in front of me.
Alrighty. Give me an attack roll.
Haha!
Ooh.
The miss is spectacular.
Yes, a 3 does not hit. Is that even possible for you to roll?
Wait, no, that's not correct. Sorry. 5. I'm assuming that still doesn't hit.
A 5 still does not hit,
Or
unfortunately.
8, excuse me. But yep. I am.
So you just
going
kind of
to-
saw this large beast land right in front of you, and just kind of a panic firebolt you throw goes a little wide over its shoulder.
I am going to just move back another 5 feet and provoke probably an attack of opportunity.
Yes, it will in fact use its opportunity to do that. So, coming at you live, does a 16 hit you, Devok?
I assume I can use reactions, right?
Yes, you can.
I will use my reaction. Oh, wait, I don't have shield.
Ooh.
But I did cast Mage Armor, so 13 plus Dex. Which my dexterity, so... And you said the number was...
16.
Barely hits.
Oh, okay. All right, then it's gonna. One of these is finally gonna land its punch. So it punches you right in the kisser
Power and a kisser.
Pow, right in the kisser.
for 12.
Oh, jeez.
As it just socks you right in the stomach, and then its claws just dig in and scrape as it kind of pulls back.
Yeah, I'm at 19 now.
Anything else to Buck?
He's gonna cough some blood. And then I think he's gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna sit down over here for a minute.
Okay. Gar, it is your turn.
Gar is going to take a step forward and stab.
Stab away. Give him the old poke with the spear.
I'm
Wow.
going to say a 20 hits, right?
A 20 does hit the monster, yes.
And that is for 7, and then
7.
I am going to let me make sure. Add Divine Smite.
Okay.
That's 2d8. I'm just double checking that real quick.
Yes.
Yes. 2d8, yes. Okay. For an extra 10 damage. So
Very
total
nice.
of 17.
Alrighty. So your spear finds kind of in the back of its leg, and then almost detonating with radiant energy, it blows a nice kind of chunk out of its leg. Anything else?
Oh, now I'm just going to stand here and wait for it to attack me.
All right. It is Beauregard's turn. He had dropped the sword in the scabbard. You see him just kind of like hunch over, and then he lifts his head up and faces you, Malthune. And and the kind of calm facade that was there is gone, and there's just this unbridled rage on his face. There will be nothing left of you to be a template for. And his arms slowly morph into the pincer-like spears that you had seen previously on the guard that had murdered Moira and then Moira in your room. And he just lunges forward and attempts to shish kebab you with them.
I would say I've gotten under your skin, but something else beat me to it.
But unfortunately for him, the blows you have given him that he has sustained is not. It's too much on this body, and as he lunges forward, he just kind of misjudges, and he kind of like as you're in your rapier stance, you just move just enough so that both kind of go right past your side. You feel like the edge of it against your armor, and if you hadn't had the reflexes that Lamalthun has, you would indeed be skewered.
Oh my.
But you will live another day right now. Alright. It is Muriel's turn. And since she dashed, she's gonna
Stop
chill
boosting Patty!
there.
Tony has given you yet another boost.
Good. Yune, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to attempt my long range stabby once more. But.
What?
Do I want
There's
to
twist.
use a thing? I don't know. Let me find out.
Twist.
I'm looking up a thing. I did not open my cheat sheet. How dare I? I was thinking about using multiply missile, but that takes one full action, doesn't it?
It will say so on there if it does. I believe it does, though. I believe it's an action, yes.
Curses.
Yes.
Question is it worth it? I will attempt a stabby shooty, long range stabby, and see how that goes, and then that'll decide if I actually do that or not for next things.
All right, who you going for?
Let's see.
You got 4 targets.
Hold on, I just had a amputation.
Oh my.
Someone chopped off my ear.
Oh
God.
my god.
I'm gonna go after still the one that is attempting to attack the Malthun. Or did he move?
Nope, I'm still up here.
Nope, there's 2. There's 2 on top of him still. Are you
Yeah.
attacking the human or the monster?
Ooh, I can move a little bit. I'm gonna move to this square there, a little further from that manster over there. And yeah, the manster. I'm gonna get the manster.
Okay. Roll an attack. And then since it had already used its attack opportunity
22.
on Debak, cannot do it on you. 22 does hit this monster over here. Excuse me, so roll some damage.
Oh, 8 piercing. Ha 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 ha.
Very nice. Okay, so not being lured into a false insecurity this time, you realize time to go for vital points. And this time you take aim, fire, and the arrow is able to slip into where its kidney would be, and there's not as much fur there, and you can see it kind of reacts in pain to your arrow bearing inside of it.
He'll definitely have to make that kidney appointment you were talking about earlier.
Exactly. It's not going to be able to filter all 200 liters of blood anymore. Anything else on your turn, Yune?
No, I think that will be all.
All right. It's the monster on top of Gar, and it's going to try to ape out on him. I'm going to use the advantage granted to me by Tony to make this not a natural one.
Rude.
Instead, make it a 22. Does a 22 hit you?
Yeah, 22 hits.
Yeah. Okay, how about a
Oh.
21?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Take 11 damage from the bite. I'm sorry, the punch. And then take... Okay, not that bad. Take 5 damage from the bite. As it kind of just swings and is just this large, just, unstoppable force of just muscle and fur is just kind of all out, running and barreling at you. And that'll be it for its turn. Back at the top. And Lamalthun, before it is your turn.
Uh-oh.
Susa, you have been riding Brillo, going at top speed for
Breakneck
hours
speed.
now.
What is Brillo's top speed?
I mean, if he's
It's
dashing,
40, isn't it?
That's 80 feet. Yeah, per.
Yeah, it's his base speed is 40, so the Brillo does move faster than Susa
Brillo
does.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you've been riding Brillo top speed through these tunnels, through everything. You had an encounter with some noxious gas that you, luckily as an Asathi, were able to absorb and not very much harm you. You saw the trailings and markings of your party. While Yune is with them and is able to mainly cover it, you've traveled your group long enough now that you can notice the telltale signs. And you come across this kind of shut-off sewer grate that has been... You can see something has closed over it. On the other side, you hear the sounds of combat.
Oh. Well, then I will hop off of Brillo once we come close to this grate. And I will just point and I'll say, take it down.
Okay. Give me an athletics check for Brillo.
An athletics check for Brillo.
Hell yeah.
Well, let me pull up Brillo's character sheet. Brillo, do you have athletics? He does. Holy shit. He has a +6. My god.
There you go. All right, let's see it.
23.
Wow. Okay. And without any issue whatsoever, Brillo just kind of it's one of those things where Brillo's you see it upcoming, and so you hop off Brillo preemptively and you just take it down, boy, and it just lowers its head. And Brillo is a sheep, so therefore does not have any horns.
Does not have horns.
But a compartment opens up at the top of its head, and a steel battering ram pops out. Boom! And you just, instead of opening, or it just pulverizes this covering that was there, and a Brillo-sized hole comes through, and everyone in this room turns and sees this dust, a small explosion, a bunch of dust, and coming out of it, Brillo. Bah. And right behind, stepping through, is Susa.
Sorry I'm late.
And Susa, that would be Brillo's action for this turn, but you may act on this turn as normal.
Oh. Where am I at in the room?
Yes. You... Boom, right there.
Oh, okay. I'm right in the thick of it. Okay. Alright, well, if that was his action, then I don't need to use my bonus action to do his action. Oh-ha! Or do I... Does that count as me using my bonus to make him...
I'm going to say executive action, no. That was more of a cinematic moment.
Ah, got it.
It's not a bonus action.
God.
Already starting it.
Well, did you see the theme song I wrote for Brillo in there in the side chat?
No, I didn't.
I did that. It's for you.
Oh,
Congratulations.
No. Oh no.
Oh Jesus.
No, I don't like it. I don't like
I
it
don't
at
like
all.
it either. I disapprove. Okay. So how are we gonna do this awesomeness? Yeah. Let's get jiggy with it.
Oh, yes, please.
I see that Gar is injured. Actually, is that or... Sorry, I'm not ready. I was not expecting me to come into this so soon.
No, it's okay. See, I have learned from making John just sit through an entire session that instead I'm gonna just expedite the in-world clock a little bit here.
And not because we were totally getting utterly destroyed.
I will come up behind Gar. I will place my snakish hand on his shoulder, and I will say, "Worry not. Redemption is at hand." And I cast Heroism.
You cast what?
Heroism.
Heroism. Okay, I thought you said hero wisdom at first. And I was like, that's
Yes.
a new spell. I've not heard of that one before.
Yeah, it's a homebrew spell. You gain +20 to all attack rolls and damage.
Sure, yeah, I approve of that.
So for anyone who doesn't know what heroism is, for 1 minute, Gar is immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points equal to my caster level at the beginning of each of his turns, which is 5. So a little bit of a...
Oh, thank you. The healer likes heals.
That doesn't stack, but it's 5 soak each turn for the next minute.
Ah, very nice.
Oh, very nice. Thank you.
And as my bonus action, we're casting spells. Screw it. I will cast Magic Fang on myself.
Ooh. What does Magic Fang do?
Magic Fang. I touch myself in the face. And I turn my fangs into magic weapons. +1 attack, +1 damage.
Awesome.
That's pretty
Nice.
sweet.
That is a brand new spell from Yugman's Guide to Gelspot.
Ooh, very nice. Yes, the most recent official Scarlands expansion.
And that is all.
Uh-oh. Patty's busting out the monster. That's how you know it's a big deal going down.
Alrighty, so you all good, Susan?
I am all good. That is all I
Alright.
can do. Move, bonus, regular.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll initiative for me, please.
22.
We won't add you to it. Oh shit! Okay, you're first anyway. So go ahead and go again, because I was kind of having you go in at the end of combat there, so it would be your turn.
Oh, awesome. So for my bonus action, I will tell Brillo to attack the albino manster,
Okay. Give me an attack roll for Brillo.
and he will come up. Oh, what is his attack again? With his force-powered rend of sheepness.
That's right. Power rend.
Force-power rend. Force-power rend is D20 +5. 17 to hit.
17 does hit the Manster.
Then the Manster will take 7 force damage.
Very nice.
Bless you.
Yeah, holy man snake. And then Susa will move up. Move up closer to this Manster
Okay.
because she is fairly clean. Except my character sheet's getting in the way there. I'm flying all over the screen. There we go. And then she will green flame blade. Green flame blade.
For 23.
23. For 10 slashing.
Very nice. 10 more damage. Okay.
And that is it, everyone. Green flame blade. There it is. Green flame blade.
There is a target within 5 feet of the Manster.
Oh, the little Muriel?
Yes.
Ah. Then she takes 5 fire damage.
Okay. Alrighty. Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, that's it. Nope, I'm done.
Sousa to the rescue.
I'm done.
Thank the gods for Sousa.
Everyone is momentarily taken aback as Sousa busts through the passage that you had come through. And that is enough of an opportunity for Sousa to command Brillo. And he just, keeping his battering ram out for the moment, just charges head first into the Manster, kind of knocking it up and exposing its chest, where Sousa is able to use a scimitar.
Yes.
Zeus is able to take her scimitar and just cleanly slice all the way up the chest, glowing with this greenish flame that spreads through the wound and then coalesces and jumps to Muriel. And you see her kind of pull her cloak off as the flames start to do damage to her as well. Okay. Very nicely done. Lamalthune, it is your turn.
Look at Sousa and Brillo and be like, damn. He dropped his sword, right?
Yes.
And you had said that the Manster was looking specifically where our swords were clashing. So
Yes.
It seemed as though the Manster was following swords. Is the Manster looking at the sword in the floor right now?
Give me a perception check for free here.
That is a natural 20 on the perception. My eyes are perfect. I ate all the carrots, even though that doesn't do anything. I have perfect. We are actually in my preferred environment. We are underground in the dark.
That's true.
I was a soldier.
That's very
scout,
true.
You know, yeah.
It's very true. You realize that it wasn't a fixation on, especially after Muriel did her thing. Mm-hmm. It's not that they're not fixated on swords or anything like that. They're fixated on noise. And you see now that not only would albinos usually have poor vision, but being underground for so long and with the cloudy eyes, it looks like this thing might be completely blind. And it is relying on sound on where it's attacking. And you kind of put together, like, it's been following, like, it's been able to hit you because you and Beauregard have been clashing swords. It's locked on to Gar's. Like, it didn't go for Devoke, it went for Gar because Gar's been clashing swords as well, or spear on armor kind of thing with Muriel. But that's why it has gone to that side. So they're both following the sounds.
Interesting.
And me crashing through a sewer gate.
Yeah, that amount of sound kind of just like freaked it out, and that's why you were able to get some nice blows on it.
Okay.
Then in that case, shoot, how do I play this?
Cast silence.
I don't have silence.
Well, then you're a useless mage.
Yeah, I know. I'm a fighter mage. I'm useless in both arenas. That's the point of this character. No, I am going to... Actually, can I get away from this guy without causing too much shenanigans?
I don't know, can you?
I don't know. Come on, load, please.
If you moved away slowly and quietly. Perhaps sneakily.
Okay, so that is the action. Okay. And that would be a reaction. I can do this. I can do this. Also, I have Expeditious Retreat. So I can dash for free. Okay. I'm going to move away from this guy,
Okay.
allowing him to take an attack of opportunity,
Okay.
if he would like to.
Which he will. His arm, spear-like appendage will just kind of lunge out towards you. And miss completely. Alright, that one's going to dice jail.
Then I move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
I move around to the other side of the Mancer. And then for my action, I want to cast Minor Illusion
Okay.
to make a sword clank right on top of Beauregard. Just a clank.
Yeah, you can do that for free as your action.
Yep.
So yeah, and as you cast the magic and the sword clash goes off on top of Beauregard, you see the Mancer that kind of been like listening for you and sniffing. You see its head whip around and look straight at Beauregard. And with the wounds pouring out, there's just this brief look of horror on Beauregard's face. Is that your turn?
Yes.
As the Manster just reaches down and attempts to smash down on top of Beauregard. Of course I can roll well against my bad guys.
Yeah!
That'll land. Oh, and that'll definitely land. I don't even think I need to roll damage, but I'll just make sure.
Roll dice and win.
Oh yeah. And you just see the first kind of hammer strike goes down the shoulder and forces Beauregard to his knees. And then you see the Mancer just bend over at the waist and just bite. And when he comes back up, the body of Beauregard is on the ground, and the head is nowhere to be seen.
Hats off to you, sir.
Thank you.
Talking to Lamalthun or Beauregard?
Yes.
Devok.
Tony, no!
Yeah, it's good.
I am going to reach into my bag. Going to pull out my bag of tricks.
Ooh, okay. All right. What you got?
And I'm going to roll a d8. 3, so it's a badger. And that was my action, and my bonus action is going to be to tell the badger to attack the great albino Mancer in front of me.
Okay, badger.
And that is going to be my... Well, I'm going to move like 10 feet.
The badger will make a bite attack. A 5 to hit does not hit.
Okay.
So you're kind of stumbling about on your belt. See the bag of tricks. Reach in, feel this soft kind of fuzzy ball. You pull it out and throw it right in front of you. And the ball lands on the ground and starts slowly morphing. And you're like, "Yes, come on, fate, help me out here." And then you're hoping for this very large creature to form. And this tiny little badger comes out. It just looks at you with like these cute badger eyes, like, "Yes, how can I help you?" And you're like, "Kill!
Kill
And
it!"
it turns and looks up at the giant gorilla thing, and is like, "Eh!" And it like tries to bite its foot and does not go well.
You have done me proud. Well done.
Okay. Anything else for your turn, Devok?
Nope, just some movement, and then I'm done.
Okay. Gar, your turn.
Alright, since it has a 10-foot reach, I can go to here without provoking attack of opportunity, correct? Since it's still within reach.
Yes.
So then I'm going to move to there. Actually, no, I'm going to move to here. And I am going to attack at Muriel. Does a 24 hit?
Yes. Good lord.
Or
Sorry, you got
or
dice
7
from
slashing
Rain
damage.
Squatter.
Oh,
7?
Thank you, sir.
For 7 damage?
For 7 damage.
Okay.
And that will be all of my action for the moment.
Okay. Beauregard is dead. Muriel's turn. Muriel is, I'm just going to attempt to stab you right back, actually.
Fair.
With a 12, I assume that doesn't hit.
Nope.
A 6, that doesn't hit. Wow, I'm going to
Yeah.
use one of my advantages. Holy crap. Wow, okay. Holy crap, yep.
More
All
dice
right.
jail.
More dice jail.
I am invincible!
Yeah, you're just kind of using after you had stabbed her with your spear, you come back and hold it mid length with both hands, and you're just defending like with it like a quarterstaff and blocking off all of her attacks. Yene, it is your turn.
Range stabby. Range stabby in specific at that one
Who
in
has
distance against Malthun. I'm gonna move over a square, by the way.
the one that hath offended the sensibilities?
Sensibilities. That's, I don't know about sensibilities. Range stabby, go. 14. That did not hit, I'm sure.
She does not hit, unfortunately.
Ooh, let me see if I have a vote, maybe. Possibly.
You have DM
In the-
inspiration for a die 6.
It's true, I did give everyone one at the end of last session. So you can roll a d6 and add it to your total.
Oh, okay. I shall do that then. That sounds like a good plan.
Okay, let's see it. 3 for a total of 17. That does hit.
Yes!
Does hit.
7 piercing.
For 7
Boom.
piercing. He's taking that much damage now. Okay. All right. So once again, your shot kind of gets on like in the armpit where there's not a lot of muscle or fur, as it's been kind of as it finishes just hammering down on Beauregard, and it kind of whips its head around looking for the source of where that came from.
That sounds way more painful than a kidney shot, and I don't know why.
Anything
Ow.
else in your turn, Yune?
No, I think I'm good.
All right. It is the monster that's in the middle of all this gobbledygop here. It's going to attempt to. The most sound that's been giving off. The most sound it's giving off is Gar. Just with all the combat he's been doing in the fighting of Muriel. So let's see what this is. That I'm going to use advantage. That was a natural 1. Does a 17 hit you?
No.
Okay. And I assume then a 14 doesn't hit you either.
No.
So you're just kind of blocking off Muriel's attacks, and then you just kind of hear the monster about to wind down and try to smash down on top of you again. And you just hop back all the way, and it slams into the ground. Its fist getting covered in the sewage. Since it displaced a lot of stuff, just this fresh smell of the sewers comes and assaults your nose. You're just like, oh god. But luckily that's the worst thing that happened. As it is Seuss's turn now.
Aha. Bonus action, I will require Brillo to attack the monster.
Okay.
And, you know what? Let's get crazy. Sousa will also... Yeah, we'll Green Flame Blade again.
Okay.
But a 13 does not hit.
But does not hit, unfortunately.
However, Brillo's attack is +5. And 9 does not hit either.
No, unfortunately, does not. So after their initial coming in and catching everybody off guard, the monster seems to be ready for these attacks this time, and is able to deftly dodge them.
Yep, that's all I got.
All right, Lamalthun. This monster doesn't currently know where you are, but it is actively listening and searching for you.
So I want to, yeah. That's what I wanted to do.
What?
I wonder if it's that stupid.
I am.
I'm gonna do something very dumb.
Okay, I like plans that start with "I'm going to do something dumb."
I cast Disguise Self.
Okay.
I turn myself into Beauregard,
Okay.
including giving myself his voice, right?
I believe this. I believe the spell does that.
I believe so too. And then I grab the leash.
That is currently not on it. Like they had completely released it.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
No, that's okay. I thought they just kind of dropped. That's fine. Tony's giving me a bonus for this because it's such a dumb plan. So I am now Beauregard. Okay. I want to take control of this monster. I say, follow my voice. You've defeated the first one. Let us continue. And then I want to lead it so that as I assume it can at least listen to, it knows its, leash holder's voice is my assumption. Since it was specifically attacking the clanging of blades, not Beauregard's, you're gonna be good for the womb mother bullshit, right? It wasn't attacking him when he talked. So I assume it knows his voice. And then I want to actually lead it. Let's see, I can move 5. Does it attack me as I move out of its melee?
Give me a performance check.
A performance check.
As this is the whole, trying to adapt the correct way it would talk to this monster, adapting the voice, adapting, the correct, pulling it and telling it what to do. This is a whole performance.
You have obliterated one that it is no longer a use to the mother or to the womb. We must take the other ones. Come. I actually have 2 bonuses for this. One from Tony, one from Ramswater. So.
Well, you can only have advantage once.
No,
so.
I will have advantage forever. Here we go. Okay, that's a 9.
Hey, you're gonna need it.
That's
Gonna
a
need
9.
it.
That's a 17. That's a 17.
And with a 17, with the language you used, and with this thing being in the middle of the throes of combat, it'll listen to you. So it follows you.
All right, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I will take the dash action. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So that it can move freely into here. And then what was our oh shit, what was our safe word?
Arugula.
To all those who eat arugula, silence!
Okay. Anything else in your turn, Lamathan?
No.
Okay. It's the albino monster that's next to you's turn.
Does everyone else go silent?
Well, it just looks at you. Like, you can see that it kind of is like still panting, is like in the throes of like battle frenzy.
Be calm.
Has not been given a direction.
Wait for the sound and attack. Listen closely for the mother.
It's Devok's turn.
You're muted. Which is good. That means he makes no sound.
Means he makes no sense. He is going to firebolt this monster right in front of him. And then he's going to tell the badger to go and do a ferocious bite.
No!
Not just a bite, but a bite with gusto.
No! Devok!
No idea what's going on. Okay.
Is Firebolt 2 separate words? Look at this, look at that. I always thought Firebolt was one word, like Fireball. Firebolt is 2 words in D&D. Fun fact.
That is a 16.
A 16 to hit the Manster.
Yes.
That is just enough.
The damage is 10.
Okay. Let's do the second one. Okay. Alright. And then the Badger will attempt to attack. Holy crap, the Badger rolled a 21.
Oh my god, are you
So
serious?
it does 1 piercing damage.
Hell yeah. With gusto, my friend. With gusto.
Badger lands.
Does it bite
But-
off a whole toe?
No, it kind of just latches on. And, like, the Mantis doesn't even really, like, notice. Like, it's just kind of... is there anything else your turn, Devok?
Nope, that'll be it.
It all it does is it turns its head to the sorcerer in the corner that uttered the words necessary to cast Firebolt as there is a verbal component to Firebolt.
God
damn
damn
it,
it,
just-
John.
It just looks through you because it doesn't see you, but it is tuned in.
All right.
Gar.
Okay. Understanding what he's going for, Gar is going to take the attack of opportunity from Muriel to go down,
Okay.
and he's going to go all the way to here. Oh, sorry, to here, where
I'm using one of my advantages from Space Lord.
this
better.
is probably gonna suck. I'm going to pull out the Whistle of Loud Naming.
Yeah!
First does an 18 hit you?
No, it does not hit me. By 1. I paid for that armor for a reason.
Okay, alright. Whistle of Loud Naming. Okay.
I am going to pull it out, and I am going to whistle Beauregard's name.
Okay.
Just because it's going to make hellishly loud noise.
And as that is not a standard magical item, please explain to the audience what that will do.
The only thing you told me about it was that it was a loud naming, and that whenever I would whistle or blow into it, it would scream out. I believe it was a 1 mile radius, where you would be able to hear the name that it shouts out. So
Yes.
basically, everything here is going to go deaf.
Yes.
Ow!
So, well, everything doesn't go deaf, but yes. So,
It's pretty damn loud, though.
Beauregard takes the whistle and just goes, or I'm sorry, not Beauregard. Gar takes the whistle and just puts it to his lips and goes, Beauregard. And he thinks the name Beauregard, you blow into the whistle. And as you blow into it, it just screams in kind of this hellish sound of just someone who's smoked 1,000 cigarettes for 1,000 days. Beauregard! Beauregard! And yes, everything in here is now looking at you, Gar.
It worked!
Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
You count that as a full action?
Yes. Since you are using a magical item, I will say that is an action.
Okay.
You have your bonus
then the
action
only-
build too.
Then the only thing I'm going to do from here is move myself behind Brillo.
Okay. It is Muriel's turn. She'll move towards you, Yune. Hello, darling. Good to see you again.
It
Stab.
goes like this.
That one really played with my heart. Does a 15 hit you?
No.
Hold on, let me find out. I was waiting for my sheet to load.
Does the DM finally get to hit one of you, even with using audience bonuses?
Did you say 15?
I have
15.
a 15 armor.
Haha, then it hits you! Ha ha ha! I'm sorry, I shouldn't be so happy about that. And then the second attack.
Second attack.
Natural 20.
No!
So each time
Why,
a dagger
you
goes
monster?
in,
Someone
a dagger-
give Batty a negative bonus that you can't actually do. That we can't do that.
so each time the dagger goes in, Yune goes boom, boom. Just kidding.
First one does, the non-crit does 12 damage.
Holy happy.
The crit does 14 damage.
Total?
Yes.
So 20 minus 14 is 6. Aha.
Okay. And she just does this. She's actually using a spear. So the spear goes in. You're just like bird, and she pulls it out, twirls it, and stabs again. You're just like, bird. Like you are double birding, but you're like, oh god, that hurts so bad. She pulls out the spear again, and she just kind of twirls it over her head, and she's getting ready for the killing blow.
It's a shishka Yune. It's a Yune kebab.
Yeah, Yune Kebab, unfortunately. But it is Yune Kebab's turn.
Excellent. Yune kebab will cry. No, I'm just kidding. Range stabby. Oh no, wait, I can't do range stabby. No, wait, I might have a thing.
Do regular
I
stab.
think you have the ability to. I think she has a feat that lets them.
Archery, feat.
Yeah, I'm looking right now for it.
That's
thought I-
crossbow
Oh, that's-
expert. No, that's crossbow
Oh,
expert. I don't
damn.
think you'd have crossbow expert.
Curses. Double curses. Okay.
Well, you can do
fine.
regular stabby.
Short sword it is.
Short sword. So you kind of just quickly combat change, swing the bow over your shoulder in the same
Ooh.
movement, pull out the short sword with a 21 and leap forward and stab into her. Give me a damage.
7 piercing.
7. And she kind of just buries into her, and she just kind of looks at you. She still has her spear raised. She's like, so you got off a glancing blow for your life. Anything else?
I think we're just frozen there until everyone else has their turn, which would be really weird in real life.
It is the Manster's turn. That's down here with you guys. That was just alerted to Gar's position with the whistle. So it will attempt to strike you. Let's see if it'll actually hit Brillo or Gar, though. 1 is Gar, 0 is Brillo. Looks like Gar. Alrighty.
Brillo will use its reaction,
Okay.
deflect attack, to impose disadvantage on this attack against Gar.
Okay. Disadvantage.
Thank you,
Is it on
mighty
all
beast.
attacks or just one attack?
That is a good question. All on the attack roll of one creature. So I'm guessing
Okay.
just the first one.
All right. So the first one will have disadvantage. That's good because it'll start with a natural 19, then a natural 17 for 24.
Oh,
Shit.
424. Yeah, that. Yeah.
Okay. And then the second attack, 17, which does not hit. All right. So the first one
Does
hits,
not hit.
healing 8 damage.
Remember, you soak 5 of that.
Indeed, I do.
Ah, yes, for heroism. Okay.
Question.
And that'll bring us. Go ahead.
Since I was telling this thing to wait, and I want it to attack the other master specifically, when I see him attacking and I see that thing make a sound, can I tell it, now go there? Since
Sure.
I told, because I was telling the monster to wait, so to listen.
Sure.
Okay, so I would like him to leap in and attack the other Manster, because I want Manster on Manster action.
I will on his turn.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, that brings us back to the top of the round, where we'll actually take a brief break. We're gonna pause the action, let our players take a brief moment to collect themselves, as they have dispatched one of their foes, but there's 2 very large monsters still in the field, and Yanae hanging on by a spear point. So,
Lamalthun would like to point out that Lamalthun has dispatched of one of our adversaries.
right, so no one cares. So we're going to take a quick 10-minute break. This 10:44 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right now. We will be back at 10:54 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So bear with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Scarred Lands. Dracogenesis, Titan's Lament. Our hero is in the midst of battle, so without further ado, let's get right back into the action. We're at the top of the round with Susa. It is your turn.
Ah, yes, Susa. So, seeing that Yane is down, well, not down and out, but in dire straits, Susa will risk the attack of opportunity.
Okay. Which it will take. Does a 14 hit Susa?
No, it does not.
Okay.
Bonus action, she will demand that Brillo continue the assault on the Manster.
Okay. Give me an attack for Brillo.
Brillo, I actually made a button for this.
Excellent.
Hope it works. 16
16 is just enough.
for 8 force damage.
Okay. As Brillo charges in and hits the Manster, you can see that it's not looking so hot anymore. It's clutching multiple wounds on its body and seems to be ready to go into its final kind of aggressive death throes here in a little bit.
Beautiful. For her action, she will cast Cure Wounds on Yane. Heal 10.
Yane manages to get a thank you, Zeus.
And that is me.
Okay. That means it is Lamalthu's turn.
Am I confident the Manster is going to go fight the other Manster since I yelled, "Go get him," at that point?
You yelled, "Go get him," and there was noises in that general direction. You're not confident enough if it's going to attack its friendly or not, but you'd at least give it. You can tell that like it's about to spring into action. You have no way of knowing if it can, smell and determine if the Manster's like friendly, if it like just knows like the Manster, like
Okay.
if it'll commit Manster on Manster violence,
Okay. How big is that spell? 5 feet radius. Five. Damn. Damn. Double damn. Okay. Five, 10, 15, 20. I'll move up next to the Badger, and I will do the free action to talk to yell out, "Here, attack to, use my voice guide, come here and strike." Like kind of just, chilling it, and then I will actually take a stab at the other Manster.
Okay. Give me an attack.
Woo!
23 hits.
That's actually a 27 after all my bonuses.
27 for sure hits.
Actually, that bonus has probably gone away now that I think about it. Okay, cool. Alright, so that means that my damage is going to be 10, 12 slashing damage.
Oh. Okay. As you stab into it, just another fountain of deep crimson blood starts pouring out of it. And you can see like actually like it's using one of its arms on the ground to steady it. This thing is not long for this mortal world. Anything else, Lamathoon?
Let's see if this spell is a bonus action or not. It is not. So that is all that I'm going to do for this round.
All right.
All right.
It is the monster you were telling to attack. It leaps across. Actually, it positions itself to leap across.
Please. Please work.
All right. And it will move here.
I give sacrifice to the great Cedar Forge and pray for this plan to work. Also, thank you, Cedar Forge, for the follow.
I'm going to roll a d3. That's going to land on the ground. I'm never going to see again. So I'm going to roll d3 instead. And the monster kind of sniffing and listening to its ear, it hears the mechanical sounds of Brillo and will smash down on Brillo.
No.
Ooh, there's a 25 hit Brillo.
Yeah. Yeah.
How about a 22?
Yeah, that'll do it.
All right. Brillo will take 14 damage from the first hit.
Mm-hmm.
And then 12 damage from the second hit.
Still alive.
Okay. All right.
Still alive.
Devolk, is your turn.
It's been so long.
Poofs of smoke and sparks go
God,
flying.
These guys need to die, huh? I'm going to cast Chaos Bolt again. I'm going to put another sorcery point in it to double it up. And I'm going to cast at these two in front of me. And hopefully I don't have to use some inspiration. But you can't keep them, right?
No, you cannot.
True.
So 21.
One hits.
One. I'm going to be re-rolling that one.
Well, if you're using DM Inspiration, that's only adding a d6. If you're using
I got
a vote. Okay.
He
So,
cleared the board last week.
Yes.
Alrighty.
20 for the second one.
Then they both hit.
And then for this one, we are going to make that... Why not? We'll make it thunder damage for the first one, 15 points.
Okay.
And we are going to choose... It's not going to be cold because these are Yeti, or look like Yetis. Force damage for the second one, so 12 points of... Did I roll 3? Or I rolled 3 times. Yeah, sure. 12 points of the first one. Or second one.
All right. Please describe how this one, the one close to the north, goes down to your Chaos Bolt.
So you see kind of him just put his hands together and then pull out a primordial speck of energy, and he kind of twists his arms and they separate, and he throws one, and then he kind of turns around, backhands throws the other. And the first one, which
You said force.
was a force damage, is going to hit straight in the chest, and it's not force damage in that it's going to rupture and dent in. It's force damage in a puncture, so it's going to straight through into the heart and back out the other side.
Very nice. And with that, it just kind of clutches at that hole that was made in its chest. And it's like the air is leaving through the cavity that you created into it. And it's just... and it just falls down. All right. That's one Manster down.
We killed a Manster! Yeah!
Anything else in your turn, Devok?
No. I'm staying put. I'm good.
All right.
Does your
Gar.
badger get a free attack?
Wait,
No.
a little man does, but that's fine.
Why would the badger get a free attack?
I can use him as a bonus action.
Oh, yes. Yes. If you'd like the badger to attack the other Manster, you
Get
may.
that 1 damage.
I thought that you were
Sure.
gonna
Let's
say because you can throw him because he's so tiny.
No. Not that.
An 8 to hit. The 8 does not hit, unfortunately.
He's my brave little boy. I ain't gonna throw my brave boy.
Alright. So, Gar is going to attack this big monster that is next to him again.
Okay.
And failing that, he's going to use that advantage from Rim Squatters. And do nothing.
Alrighty. So your attack, your spear does, you land the blow on the monster, but it just gets tangled up in the matted fur and it does not do any damage. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, I'm good.
It is Muriel's turn. She sees Susa out of the corner of her eye. She's like, no, wait your turn. And she stabs down onto Yune.
Rude.
Does a 12 hit?
No, it does not. Neener.
Did you? Why would you do that? Why would you taunt him? Now he's just gonna lie.
How about a 15?
I have an armor class of 15.
Take 12 damage.
Oh.
Shit. What's United's health at? Does anyone know?
Now it's at 4, I think.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yune, it's your turn.
I'm a short sword stab this crazy, not real Muriel.
Okay.
22.
Oh yeah, that hits.
7 piercing. Which is not very much, I guess.
7. So, her, just kind of like Beauregard had done previously, she drops the spear, and the calm facade is gone, especially seeing Susa there. And just both of her arms just kind of, there's this combination of morphing and tearing as the skin is ripped away, and her arms just turn to these spear-like appendages.
Oh.
And, seems like she's, getting ready to go ham, as kids might say.
Don't like that.
Anything else you
No.
can do in your turn?
If I could just turn invisible and sneak slowly away, that would be great.
Unfortunately, it's not quite an option. But, noted. See if we can do that maybe next time. Okay. It's the other Manster's turn. Let's see. The most noise that have just been made is Gar trying to stab it. So, Gar. Using the advantage, second advantage from the Space Local John was familiar. Okay, that dice is going in the dice jail.
Patty still has like 4 bonuses like banked up. That's what's crazy about all of this.
And I know a
That's
16
like
doesn't hit, correct?
No, it does
Okay.
not.
Alrighty.
And has,
then it will
6
attempt
dice
to.
in jail.
Yes, I do. I've gotten a couple of double ones tonight, so yes. Okay, that's all right. Just to be fair, this is the Dark Bloom's not here, so still gotta go. Yeah, still gotta do that fight. But yeah, so it'll miss as it tries to just kind of rage and Hulk out on you, but unable to find any room to strike. Susa.
Susa is not going to tell Brillo to do anything. because it can do this on its own without being told. So Susa will turn her attention to Muriel.
Okay.
No, Tony. No, he doesn't.
He does.
Nasty. So Muriel will take a scimitar to the face. Maybe. No, an 11 probably does not hit.
Not with the 11, unfortunately.
But I will still go for the bite. Once my character sheet pops up. There it is. And this is going to be a +1. So 13. Yay.
Fortunately, no.
God, balls.
Fuck.
Alright, whatever. Fine. Your face. Actually, dang, I needed that. Open back up. Brillo can do this on his own. But I don't know how much it heals him. Brillo will go into repair mode.
Okay. Excuse me.
And heal 16.
Wow. Okay. Not bad.
Having flashbacks to fighting Bastion.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope. That's all. That's all I can do.
Lamalthune.
I apologize. The player, Steve, got a little confused. Is my Manster dead, or is it the other one?
Your master is still alive.
My Manster is still alive. Okay. Um, 5, 10, 15, 20. 25, so it has space to move in. Over here! Why are you far away? Claim it for the wound. And I yell out for it to come follow my voice, and then I will stab the Muriel.
Give me a performance check at disadvantage, as it is currently fighting someone that just stabbed it. So
Yeah.
you're gonna have to really convince it to let go of that prey.
No, it's fine. What do you think? It's fine. Get over here.
Yeah, no, okay, we'll see what the dice say.
Okay,
At disadvantage,
cool.
please.
Question.
Sure.
I got 2 advantages for my first one of these, and I only got to use one.
You may nullify the disadvantage. Sure.
Yes! Yes! Ram Squatter!
Yeah, whatever. Roll the dice.
I love you, Ram Squatter. Here we go. Performance. Make it good. You! That's a 19. That is a 19.
It is. Yep.
Yes.
19.
19. That has to be good.
Do you know how the DCs work in 5e, Steve?
I do.
Mhm.
And that means
They're
that
like on a 5-point kind of scale.
No.
And this is a very difficult DC.
No,
Do you know
it was not.
the DC for something that's very difficult,
I
Steven?
need the 19 to work. Because it's
Okay.
a very
Well,
high roll at level 4.
We'll see what happens.
It's an incredibly high roll.
Make your attack
Please.
on Muriel.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So I move and I make an attack. I'm back. I'm back as Lamalthune. That is a 16 to hit Muriel.
Nope. That worked earlier. Not in this form.
You sure about that?
Not in this form. You go to stab, very confident that you've slipped through. You're going to slip because she doesn't even like wearing any armor, so you just kind of go forward, but just lightning fast. The 2 spear-like appendages just catch your rapier. No. You're after her and her.
Lamalthun waits for no one. That's my turn.
All right. It is the Manster's turn. It will attempt to smash down on guard.
Can I have a speedy bonus action?
Depends what you're gonna do.
Kine's going to spit on Muriel.
Yeah, you can do that for free, for sure.
Excellent.
She doesn't even react. She just turns back and like the red, just glowing anger you can see as she gets ready to try to attempt to impale you again. Excuse me. 19 to hit Gar.
Yes, that does.
Perfect. And I should keep using this dice. Another 19. So the first one, take 14 bludgeoning damage. And then the second attack, take 15.
Okay, Gar has 2 health.
Okay. It's 2 more health than I thought you'd have. Okay. So yeah, so it finally is just able to drown out the other noises going on, and it just kind of takes its claw and racks you across the chest, and then bites into your chest as well. And there's just this giant wound kind of gaping now, as you are suddenly very winded and feeling very shaky from all the sudden blood loss. Devalk, it is your turn.
Alright, let's take a quick surveil here. Well, I can't see anybody else. I can't see Corn or Beauregard. First things first, bonus action. I'm going to tell Badger, Mr. Meaty. Mr.
All right.
Meaty!
Badger rolls a 13 to hit. That is not a hit, unfortunately.
Damn it. Go be ferocious. Look angry. Bite him. I am actually going to... Let's see. Can I get within 60 feet of Beauregard?
The dead body Beauregard?
Oh, is it dead body? I thought... Who were they attacking over there?
Muriel over here?
Oh, Muriel over there. Okay. I'm definitely within 60 feet of her then.
Yes.
I am going to do a smart thing. Did it work? No? Oh, okay.
No,
I'm
what are
going
you trying to do?
a smart thing. I'm going to actually make her make a con saving throw. So I am going to cast Frostbite. A brand new cantrip from the Scarred Lands. They have to make a con saving throw. And on the DC 14 save, they take 1d6 damage and have disadvantage on their next weapon attack.
He says a con saving throw?
Yep.
Okay. Answer will roll a con saving throw. And... I'm assuming an 8 does not succeed.
It does not, so she takes 1d6.
1d6. Alright, go ahead and roll it. 4.
4 points, and she has disadvantage on her next weapon attack.
Oh, you're doing it to Muriel. I'm sorry.
Oh, Muriel.
So it's even. It'd be even less. Okay.
Okay.
So 4 and disadvantage on all of her next attacks, or just her next attack?
The next weapon attack.
Okay. Anything else to Vulcan?
No, I think I'm going to... The Badger did angry things.
It did, or attempted
He's a
to.
good man. He's a good boy. I'm just gonna move 5, 10, 15. I'm gonna move right there. I'm gonna call good.
Alrighty. Gar, your turn.
Alright, Gar is nearly dead. Gar is going to go to here and heal himself.
Okay.
It's +7 for the temporary, and he's going to cast Cure Wounds on himself. 4, 7. Okay. I'm gonna have 14
Not bad.
left now.
Not bad, not bad.
And I'm just gonna hope that Brillo's in the way.
Okay. It is Muriel's turn. Muriel's first attack at disadvantage. Ten does not hit, I'm assuming. You know?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, does not hit.
Second attack.
Oh god.
Is it a natural 20?
Is it a natural 1?
Is a 22 hit?
Not if I stop, drop, and roll.
Okay, it's low
Gar is
damage.
going to invoke his reaction since it'll be dealing damage in a second.
Okay. You are not within 5 feet of anybody.
Oh no, that's why it's after the damage is done.
Okay, okay. Take 6 damage.
Gine falls down.
Pelt, avenge me!
The spear-like arm just kind of goes deep in Yune's leg, forcing them to kneel down. And as the blood from the other wounds is just kind of seeping out, your eyes just get very heavy and flutter. The next thing you know, you lose consciousness. Yune is down. The creature turns around, faces Susa. I did say you were next.
Bring it on, bitch.
Does a 21 hit you?
Yeah.
Take 10 damage.
Ooh, down to 10. Take 10.
Still up?
Yeah, that was the first time I took
Okay.
damage.
Oh, okay. I just need to know if you guys it has a. If you notice it attacked an extra time. Okay, Gar.
Gar is going to use his reaction to rebuke the violent, which is using my channel divinity.
Okay.
It has to anything I've seen attack against someone other than myself I've seen within 30 feet. I can make it the attacker have to take a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, wisdom save.
If it fails, it takes full damage of its
It
attack.
It for sure fails.
Okay, so it'll take 10 damage for hitting Susa.
Okay.
Whoa.
Radiant damage.
Well, that's rad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is my redemption oath.
Please describe how Muriel dies.
Gar is just going to look back and say, "Do not kill in my presence!" And he is going to pull out his shield and aim it at her, and his shield is just going to have divine light come out and directly at Muriel. Radiant energy is going to pour into her and just burn a hole through her.
And there's just this like saucer-sized hole in her that's just clean through, and she just falls down dead.
Susa's neck turns around like it goes up and like upside down before the body. She goes, "Hi, Lamasa." Right through the hole.
Anything? So that was your reaction. Okay.
Yeah, reaction, so I'm done.
Yune, it is your turn. Please give me a death saving throw.
Of which you have a bonus from Tony Karlstrom.
There's so many bonuses going on. I can't even keep track.
I know, right?
No.
Okay, so I have never done this before. How?
Okay. Just roll a d20.
Oh god.
I guess do it twice to the bonus to it.
17.
Roll it again.
9. Oh god.
Okay, so we'll take the 17, which is one success. So on your character sheet, there should be a section that says death saves, and there's 3 fails and 3 save bubbles.
Oh, okay.
Bubble in one of the successes.
Excellent. Complete.
All right. So you are still in a state of unconsciousness, but you are not slipping closer to the grips of death.
Pelt is busy eating my soft tissues like my tongue and eyes, so.
Probably don't want that because you're going to want those later. So maybe wait until you're like dead for Pelt to start doing that. Last enemy on the field. Brillo is 1, Gar is 0. Actually, Gar would have just rebuked, so it would have heard the noise from Gar first. 9 does not hit. 14 does not hit. So both of its attacks just kind of flailing around wildly as it too has lost quite a bit of its muster. Back to the top of the round, Sousa.
Well. Bonus action, she will command Brillo to attack the Manster. And
Okay.
then with her action, she will she'll stay where she is to hover over Yane, but she will still acid splash onto the Manster. So, dex save from the Manster, DC 15.
Close. 13. Nope. Yes.
So it takes 5 acid damage.
Okay.
And then Brillo will force Empowered Rend with its steel hooves
Okay.
for a 20.
That hits.
It's 9 force damage.
Okay. After the splash of acid and the attack from Brillo, it kind of recoils a little bit, and the acid kind of gets into several of its wounds that are on it, and it is not looking too good. Anything else, Sousa?
Nope, that is all Sousa can do.
Well, Malthun. Your friend is down. Gar looks to be next in the monster's sights, but the monster is looking pretty beat up.
Yeah. Ah. I will move in to try to finish off this monster.
Okay.
Does a 17 hit?
Yes, it does.
All right. It takes 12 slashing damage.
You give it what you think is a killing blow, but its eyes are still barely open, and it looks like it's still able to move its appendages, but looks like it's not very long for this world.
This thing has 1 hit point left, I bet.
Close.
I will... That's all for me.
All right. This is the monster's turn, and as you did just damage it, it will attempt to smack you down.
Okay.
Does a 19 hit?
Shield, no.
Okay.
It's 21.
Is it?
Yeah, my AC is a 21 right now.
That's why I just rolled.
Okay.
So the second one will hit you. Okay. Not bad. Take 8 damage.
Okay.
And that'll be its turn. Devolk.
Yes, I am here.
Is your turn.
He is going to There's only one more person to kill the Atlanta Master. He's going to firebolt. Yeah, I'm going to use the old classic. The Mr. Badger is going to badger him to death.
Okay, Badger does not hit.
Damn it. Alright. I'm going to use an inspiration.
Okay,
There's a 16 hit.
just barely.
That would be 6 damage.
6 damage.
Correct.
And please describe how this one dies.
So after the Badger gets done, he's gonna. It's okay, buddy. We all have off days. And he's just going to like flick a small piece of elemental energy in his hand and kind of almost like underhand softball pitch it. And it's gonna land right. I'm wondering how gory I want this to be. right on top of his head. And it's just going to like burn. He's going to suck some of the air in and it's going to burn his lungs. Without getting too much into it.
So you underhand softball pitch the firebolt. It lands on its head, and you actually notice that this fur that's dense and matted and just has all kinds of disgusting stuff in it because it's never had the opportunity to clean itself with non-sewer water. You also see it's actually fairly waxy, and as the fire catches, it just immediately turns into an inferno as the entire body is just quickly consumed by the fire, and the final death screams are heard as it falls to the ground, just kind of clutching its entire body, trying to put out the fire. That is all the enemies.
Oh god, jeez.
Wow.
However, Yunei, please give me another death saving throw.
Okay.
Well, it would be my action next, wouldn't it?
Sure, but we're out of combat, and it's a 6-second kind of thing. So before you be able to get over there and help them, it would be a death saving throw
20!
for a natural 20.
Aha!
So the last thing you remember is falling backwards, and then all of a sudden, you open your eyes. Your body hurts all over, but most of the wounds were not dire, and they've coagulated at this point. It also helps that kind of this nasty, disgusting sewer stuff has kind of patched up some of your wounds. So there's going to be some infections later, probably, but for now, you're able to, and you are back at 1 hit point as you rolled a natural 20 on a death saving throw.
Fine.
Oh, ow. Pelt, where's Pelt? Okay. I need a nap. I need
just
a
took
nap
one.
and a snack. That didn't count.
You've got a snack in your hands.
No! I won't eat Pelt.
No, that is an incredibly bad idea. I know many people who've gotten sick from eating rats. Not a good idea.
The badger comes up to you, Devalk, and it's just like, okay. And then kind of like nuzzles your leg, and then it disappears.
Oh, buddy, you did good. You did so good. Scritches him. Then he just kind of floats away.
I look around. I think we all could use a rest after that. That was.
Thank God somebody else said it.
Yeah.
He sits down.
Okay. You guys taking a short rest, or?
Well, we're in the middle of a poop circle, so
Yes.
there's a way back up where Susa busted the grating, right?
Correct, yes.
I was like, perhaps we should climb back up to a room that we believe to be safe and is not quite as
Much poop.
sour.
Yes, please. I
Alright.
need to clean these wounds.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have 2 days, correct? Is that how long the scout gave us to get back?
It was 48 hours. I don't know actually.
Yeah, 48 hours. I mean,
So
time is still of the essence, but
it is, but we have some time to play with. We've been,
cautious optimism, I suppose.
Time
roughly
is money, friend.
Roughly, how many hours did it take us to get to this point? You said like 5, I thought, right? Marching and
You're getting 5, 6.
okay, so we'll have to rest eventually. We can't go 2 days straight without rest. No patrol can do that. So we're gonna have to take a full night's sleep at some point in this. Might as well do it when we're at our lowest to make sure that we are continuing on at our fullest. No one's good exhausted.
No, and I could deal with some bandaging up as well, I think. I did buy a healing potion.
Will we?
For exactly these reasons. You can have it.
Oh, if
we're
we're
gonna
going
rest.
to go rest, save it. Save it.
But yeah, you can just go ahead and have it. It's fine.
No, we're going to rest.
I don't know. You might want to take it. If you stub your toe, you're gonna die again.
And out of character, like I don't know how much the hit dice do for you, but they don't do a ton for me.
Well, you guys, it sounds like you guys are going to backtrack a little bit to a safer area and long rest.
Correct.
Is that not what I
Out
understand?
of character,
long
out of
rest.
character, the plan is to go back up to the grate and the non-poop room, and long rest. Correct.
Yeah,
Okay.
long rest.
A little bit of mis information on my bad. That's
That's okay.
my part.
Okay. So you are able to successfully backtrack. The next room that you get to is the one that kind of had all the viscera that you were experimenting with, as far as your light not working. If you want to rest there, or you can go back like one more room and kind of be like in as opposed to a sewer tunnel, it'd be more of like inside one of the ancient buildings. If you wanted to do that.
I would like. Once again, I don't mean for us to continue backtracking too far. We don't want to lose ground. But if we're looking to build a fire and camp, perhaps the room of no light would be a bad decision.
Well, you're saying that a fire would actually stay, because so far we haven't really.
Yeah, that'll just be put out.
Correct. That's what I just said.
I mean, I'm alright with roughing it. I don't necessarily need fire.
So back one more room to the area with the nice architecture.
Out of character, like this is this didn't just happen here. This has been going on the entire time we've been down here, right?
The only place you've lit a fire or experimented with light or anything like that has been that one room. So you don't know.
All right, and I'll take out my dagger and I'll just cast light on the tip, and
Nope.
I'll have my dim light.
It is dim light.
Dim light, and then if anything changes, I'll notify it and be like, "Hey, yeah, we're out."
Okay. So just to confirm, we are back in the room where we had the dim light issue before, correct?
I assume you've gone one more back, right?
And we're
You said
going
you
one,
went-
and so
Yeah.
and then we go
Yeah,
one more
now
back.
we're headed back.
Yes.
Okay, is it
And the light is the light on the dagger is still dim.
Okay, so it's in this entire place. I see. Okay, very well. Well then, we're fucked regardless.
So then let's have a nice time in one of these beautiful buildings.
You look around, it's like completely run down. There's like slime and different bits of sewer just on the walls. There's like a dead a cat in the corner, and like
Dinner.
yeah, it's
Yeah, these
Seems a perfect place to rest.
yeah, I've camped in worse.
As I believe we all have.
Yeah, that's true.
Actually, kind of reminds me of home.
You have an
Okay.
interesting home. You don't talk about yourself much there, Sue, so where are you from, actually?
You mean like where I'm originally from or where I came from?
Well, anything you plan on sharing? Just curious, mild curiosity.
Well, I mean, I would assume that it's well known that where all Asathi come from. Do you truly not know?
Where the Asathi come from? No, I do not, unfortunately.
Oh, well, we come from a place far to the south. Or where are we at from here? So it would be the southwest. We call it the Jeweled City, but a lot of other races call it the Great Lost City.
The Jeweled City. Forgive my ignorance, but why does it have such a name?
Because it's a jewel for us. And it is adorned with many different types of stones.
Yes, that is what I was thinking. Quite possibly. It sounds like a beautiful place. I would much like to visit at some point.
They would probably kill you.
That sounds.
That's why I left.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I only
Because of
spent
the
my early
violence?
years. I only spent my early years there.
Because of the violence?
Of course. Although many Asathi have, changed their ways. Take on it's funny that adventurers of us speak of a path of peace, but yes, in a way is a path of peace, prosperity, but others still hold on to the old times.
Yes, the old ways. Titan worship and such.
Yes.
We have a few outlier clans in the Orc tribes as well. Still worship the oldest of gods. Though for the life of me, I don't understand it.
Yeah, so I left. I spent most of my time in Bang's Fall.
Interesting. Bangs.
This is an open conversation that we can just yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just listening, but I just wanted to make sure Lamelthin's hearing this.
Nope, I'm not holding anything back.
Okay.
I do hope you don't mind my curiosity.
Oh, it's okay.
And I have not traveled much outside of my own Orc clan and their travel keep. And the roaming trading that we all do. But I myself am as part of our nomadic traditions, we get an amount of time to explore the country away from the clan, and we are tasked while we are out to bring back information and knowledge, and it's how our clan stays nimble, stays adaptive, stays in the know. So every year we pick a few people, and I needed some time away, so I decided to leave this year, and it has been a most heartwarming experience, actually. Well, except for the last month now. Getting tortured, watching people get tortured, like that. Obviously, that wasn't fun, but
Right.
it has been an enlightening experience. I've enjoyed getting out and seeing it like that. I mean, look, even in the slime-covered and mossy hulls we are in now, you can see the history of the people all around us. And I guess since I don't know, I guess I have a bad habit of looking backwards sometimes more than I should. And this place is inspiring and is tranquil in a way and calming to me. I do want to come back at some point, maybe clean it up and see or clean at least a few things and see what they were, bring back some semblance of their old grandeur. Maybe there's still some information to be found here. Maybe, I mean, we can learn a lot from the people who fought against and with the Titans, and there's a lot to be learned here about acceptance and division.
Yeah, acceptance. I'm still learning that. I understand, like, the whole time that she's doing this, she's like beating the dents out of Brillo.
Just a clang, clang. Well,
I think we all have a little bit to learn about acceptance, me included.
yes, I do apologize for my outburst before. It was an emotional an emotional time, and I do not try and make a habit of it. I mean, that's one of our tenets as we leave, is to try and leave things a little bit better than they were, because don't have the best reputation. Orcs do, as most of our people fought with the Titans against the rest of the redeemed races. And as part of our tenet as we go out is to leave everything a little bit better, to try and change minds and change perceptions. And righteous anger can be useful, but that was not what that was. It was just me being pissed off and stupid.
Well, you're allowed to be mad. I mean, especially considering we were kind of trying to get you to go without your own personal approval. But we can let that be behind us now, as we all have learned a little bit.
And he's going to lay out a piece of leather, and I appreciate that, Gar. You talked about Susa. You talked about wanting to put a saddle on Brillo at one point, and he just kind of unfolded. Would you like to show me where we could anchor these and start, taking a little pencil and drawing out where the saddle could be, mounting, fixing points and bolts and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, that would be a lot better. I was riding this thing down the sewer. It's a pain on the scales.
Yeah, I mean, try and as custom fit it as best as possible.
Okay. Yeah, you guys can do that during the long rest. Susa, give me a Tinker's Tools check. And Devok, you can give me a give me a history check to kind of use the knowledge of your people on how to best make this saddle.
You just want me to roll a d20 plus my proficiency?
It's d20 plus intelligence plus proficiency.
Intelligence. Let's see.
They're doing this before the long rest?
Yes. Well, kind of like during.
Yeah.
Like they'd still be able to get the full long rest, but like.
For the purposes of spell casting, can I give them bonus now just to help out?
Sure.
Okay, then I'm going to cast Bless on the both of you, so you can get a D4 in addition to it.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Okay.
21.
Okay, 21 for Devok.
It's gonna be
crap.
24, 26.
Wow.
Hold on. 28.
Okay.
God damn.
So, with the 28 and the 21, I thought this was going to take more than one long rest, but that was a really two good rolls. And sure enough, you were able to create the saddle, and Susan, you provide most of the actual practical use of it, but Devok's crafting skills and the knowledge of his people, and they have been mounted soldiers since the inception of the race. Mm-hmm. So it's just, even though he's not particularly a saddle crafter, every young orc grows up learning leatherworking, and it is this saddle is amazing. It not only is a perfect fit for Brillo, but it provides enough comfort to be ridden in long stretches of time without needing to make any additional checks. It allows you to be mounted on Brillo if you'd like. So for next time, you can learn what mounted combat is like, and you can do mounted combat in Brillo if you'd like. It also is so well made that it will give you advantage on staying mounted. So there's a mechanic for if you take damage, you can try to see if you can stay mounted or not. It will give you advantage on staying mounted. But not only that, but it's so beautifully made, and just the runes and things that Devok's carved into this. This is a mastercraft level saddle. Is there anything else anybody want to do in the long rest? Yes, Lament.
I would like to do two things. One, go around very quickly and just sort of scrape off mosses, harvest any mushrooms that I find, just look for plant life and see if I can't kind of just put together a small collection and give them the old taste test.
Okay, give me a nature check.
Natural 20.
Okay.
No, that's not okay.
Right.
That's
someone
not
needs
okay.
to. Someone your rolls are busted. Is what I'm getting out of this. This is
God, why?
Somebody's on Astral's payroll.
Yeah, right.
That's exactly what it is. It's in the code now. It's in the fucking code.
This is some bullshit.
It's not
I don't like it.
It's
I
not
don't
so
like
much
it.
that Steve is cheating. It's so much that Lamalthun is that good.
Oh, great.
No.
Great.
Oh, we're going
awesome.
Here. We're going here.
Okay. All right. I will
So
get back to you on that.
20 on my nature roll to find any and all alchemy ingredients that are in this subterranean / cave ecosystem.
All right.
Give me the good shit. Give me the good shit.
All right. Anybody else?
Yeah, actually, I will do one last thing.
Sure.
Because this is going to recharge in the morning, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So I will pull out my my little rod, my staff of crafting, and I will use 5 charges to cast creation, and I will create vegetable matter for sustenance.
Okay.
It will last 1 day.
I like it. Just in case we get attacked in the middle of the night, I'm going to second wind before resting, healing myself up 8 hit points. 9, 10, 11, 12, which brings me up to there. And then the other thing that I wanted to do before just hitting the hay officially is when I can get kind of alone just for just a second. I don't even need I just want to just kind of walk up to him and just kind of do that in passing. Heard you talk about people who worship the old gods in a pretty meh way. I just wanted to ask, are the new ones any better?
As not a practitioner of any religion, he just kind of he doesn't say anything. You just know. as a one-word answer. Like he already knows you're fishing, so he's just no.
Astute. Have a good night.
Gar's
He
going to
grunts
go
and nods.
and see if Yene would like to play around with Rados some more and do some more training.
Aww.
Rado bonding. Mine
Okay.
already hugs me.
Both of you can give me performance checks at advantage.
What, performance? Instead
Yes.
of animal handling?
I'm sorry, animal handling. Yes, I always forget that's a skill. Yes, that's
they
skill that no one ever uses.
He wants you to do the tricks to see if the rat can
And
learn.
once again, with advantage, I rolled a 10-9 combo twice
Mm.
in one
I
game.
rolled a 12-6 combo.
Hmm.
Nice.
Okay, so this session's more of a play session. They don't really learn anything, but they maintain the information they had from last time, and you have a good time with your Rados and playing with them.
Feel free to feed them some of this vegetable matter.
That was actually one of the things that I was going to ask Susa about. During the play session, Gar's going to make sure that goes and gives some of the vegetable matter to his Rado, and then tries to train the Rado to go up to give Susa a kiss for having fed it.
No.
So the rat's going to give the snake a kiss.
This is like where does it kiss me at?
If you put your hand out, it will kiss your hand. It will
Okay.
kiss whatever body part is closest at that moment. That is open.
Okay. I was gonna say if it came up and kissed me in the face, it might get eaten. But
Yes, putting a mouse in a snake's face. Probably
yeah.
not the best.
It'll be that one moment where I just go hup, and you see its tail just wiggling out, and I'm like,
Spit that out! Spit that out!
Rat, no rat I haven't named yet.
spits it back out. Sorry.
Lamalfoon, two new
Yeah.
two new entries have appeared in your output book.
Oh.
And you are able to harvest, and since you rolled a natural 20, you can determine whether or not you'd like to consume those. That is up to you.
The two top ones? Okay, let's see.
No, it's I keep putting them alphabetically.
Okay, that's fine.
There was a J entry and
A B.
Yes.
Yep, got it.
Okay, but if there's nothing else to be done, everyone can take the benefits of a long rest. You get all your spell slots back. Heal up all your health. If you use the hit dice, get get up to half back of your hit dice. Any abilities you have recharge, things like that.
I have to roll a d20 to see if I suffer from my nightmares from the
You
broad
do.
saw. Four. Okay. That is. I'm safe.
Okay.
It's only if I get a 1 or a 2.
Okay. We got close. Okay. So you all wake up the next morning. Steve is very happy with what I've given him.
Oh, okay, so one. No, I don't eat
Good.
the B entry, obviously.
Good.
Ouch. And then the other one is just awesome. It's just that's just funny.
Specifically to wood.
Yes, I
Okay.
saw
All right.
the
Just making sure.
the bond.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you all wake up. You continue forward, pushing through the cistern room where the now decomposing bodies, and you see several large insect-like creatures, lots of rodents just chowing down on these bodies already. Have made quick work of them. Lots of bones are showing, even on the monsters, which were very large creatures. And continue through the other side, where you saw, what you now can definitively say were the clones of Beauregard and Muriel that came through. As you continue along, the amount of viscera and mucus and that nasty, like blackish liquid that you saw previously, the amount you see is starting to significantly rise. You're seeing more and more of it. And it's all along the ceilings and the sides. It's hardened in most places, but in some places it's still fresh and it drips slowly. And it's not like a pure liquid. It's almost like a gelatin that drips, so kind of dangles and wobbles and falls with a meatiness. You move forward and you see lots of dead animals. You see lots of scavenger animals that would usually kind of look for decomposing things down in sewers. So you see like raccoons, you see rats, you see things like that have all been killed purposefully. They all have entry wounds into them from a sharp object. Continue forward, and it's when you spot your first body. It's hard to make out. It's a little more than a skeleton, but it's definitely a human body. You continue forward and you see several more bodies, some that still have any flesh on them. They all share the similar giant wound in the chest, right about the same spot your heart would be. This is now a familiar MO to you.
Are we able to tell what any of these bodies are? I mean, if
they're all humans, but you don't recognize any of the body. Most of these, there's not any recognizable features left, but any that do have anything that you could make out, none of them really look familiar to you.
So all humans, like real humans, or
yes, yeah,
humanoids.
I mean, you do see the occasional dwarf or elf, okay. But as Erlesian is a mostly human city,
okay,
it's mostly humans you're seeing. There's the occasional halfling here and there, as the Celestian hegemony is known to have a large halfling population as well. But it's 90% humans you're seeing. You continue forward, and you actually come across a ladder that leads up to what would be a manhole cover that is completely, but what looks to be fresh of that ooze, whatever it is, that completely covers it. But kind of sidetracked off, past that ladder, off your main path, you see footsteps. If you'd like to investigate, or if you'd like to continue on the same path.
Where do these footsteps go?
So basically you're going down your main path. On your right, you saw this ladder that leads up, and there's kind of a small little offshoot that goes past the ladder, that goes further to the right.
Which way should we go?
How large are the footprints?
Small. And you see how fresh the slime is. It's very possible something got down here and is now trapped.
I'm voting we go for it because small is less likely lethal than large.
I just wish to point out.
Plus, just as you said, if something was down here before it got there, Gar would be very adamant about trying to save them.
I wish to point out that we have a mission to take care of, and we just wasted 8 hours. We can't be.
Wish to point out that if somebody is alive down here, and we don't save them, they're going to be dead down here.
I look at all of the dead bodies on the ground.
Yes, and I don't want to add to the piles.
Just pointing out. What does everyone else say? I vote we continue on.
Give me a survival check.
Mm. 17.
So at first glance, it looked like it was just the smaller footprints that led further down off of your path. But you see actually that there is... You only know to look for it, having seen similar trails left by maybe not the same thing, but at least a similar style predator. You see slither marks in the ground. And you see that they follow those steps, and then trying to hide, but not to your keen eyes, they slither back down the same path, and it continues farther down.
So it went after the tiny footprints and then it backtracked from.
And then it backtracked on its same path.
I don't think whatever went down there is alive anymore, Gar. Do you see those tracks there? The slither marks? They're backtracked over.
So you're saying there'd be just more bodies?
Yeah.
Can you be certain?
Patty, what, yeah, okay.
You can be certain.
I am absolutely certain. I'd give it a 17 out of 20.
I just,
But there's
do a
a
little
3%
prayer
chance.
towards the path where the footprints went down, you know, like, may their path into death have been swift and painless, and may their afterlife, hopefully, be filled with joy that they did not find here.
Okay.
That was sweet, Gar.
Continue down the path, which you notice you're now following that slither track.
I do share this with the party, by the way.
Sure, yeah, I figured.
We got kind of a description of what it's the womb mother, right?
The dark womb, yes.
Dark womb. We got a description of what that looks like, right?
Yes.
And it has a
it is something that would slither.
that would slither or drag like the bottom or the second half of it. So yeah, and we know that we're on the right trail. This is it.
You go about another half mile, and you notice that the slither trail that you've been following, it moves erratically now. And then you pick up the footsteps again. And you move forward, following them. You come across two bodies.
Out of character, is it safe to assume that it is a dark womb or one of the creatures it makes that turned into the child? Or the small footsteps, anyway?
No, because the slither path does not end.
Oh. So it may have just created...
You come across the two bodies. Well, Malthun and you can work together to kind of recreate the scene that happened here. The Malthun, give me an investigation check. Yune, give me a survival check.
14.
24.
Okay, those two rolls together. You flip over the two bodies that you come across. They're younger, pre-teen maybe. One's a boy, one's a girl. they have not been decomposed or eaten by anything. So this is recent. You'd say within the last 24 hours. Their features look similar enough that you could put them as family members. You see the tracks here. There was a skirmish. And you see not just defensive wounds on these children, but you see there's like little bits of flesh underneath their fingernails. So it looks like they were trying to fight whatever it is. But you see, unfortunately, they bear the puncture wounds in their chests. But then you see one additional set of tiny little footsteps. And you go down about another 100 yards. And you find a third body. This one, even younger. It seems that the older two tried to cause enough of distraction to try to get the third one out. But when you flip it over, you see that they were ultimately unsuccessful. And there is a large gaping hole in its chest.
Yene looks back carefully at Gar. They fought well, they fought hard. Would you like to do your rituals?
Gar, just looking very upset and angry, reaches down, puts his hand over their face, says a little prayer to Madriel, stands up, looks at Yune and says, "Let's kill this son of a bitch." And just starts trudging onward.
Lamalthun, as you kind of stand back up after examining the third body, you actually see a small little bulge in the pocket. And you pull it out. It's a compass.
Interesting.
But not quite a normal compass. Doesn't seem to be working correctly right now.
Is it just spinning?
Yes. The compass is actually just spinning slowly, not seeming to rest anywhere.
Oh, close it. Does it have any markings or insignias?
No, not particularly.
I look down again and was like, I hope you don't mind. Feel bad taking that off a kid. But I want to go to... Devok is very prone to emotional outbursts. Gar is Gar. Yanai, I still don't know if how I feel about them one way or the other. I like to go to Susa.
Okay.
And I'll just kind of hand on the hilt, the handle. Just walk up to Susa. When it comes time that we fight this creature at the end, I don't know if this group is prepared to do what will have to be done.
What do you mean?
Looks at the youngest and then back. You know it's going to put those three in front of us.
And you start to see the wheels turn.
Do you think that those three will strike down even the remnants?
She looks back at Lamalthun. Back at the child. I don't know. I don't think I can kill another child. And she turns and walks away.
You see Lamalthun kind of looks up, kind of thinks, and then turns to follow the rest of the group.
Okay. Continue moving forward. Yune at the front, still leading the way. You come to one final door. More of a sewer grate than an actual door. It has the same markings of Gormoth. You roll it away. Just kind of this immediate blast of hot air escapes as this door has not been open in a long time. You all kind of stare at each other. Take your steps in, crossing the portal. And you hear the whispered tones. Welcome. Welcome to my nursery. Don't worry. You too will all be reborn. I will be your mother, and you will love me, and I will love you. And that's where we'll end for the night. And that's actually where we'll end for the next couple of weeks.
Oh, God.
Oh no, that's right.
Yes, that is right.
Mother trucker.
Oh,
Wait,
We are taking a break from Scarlands for 2 weeks. Where next week we'll be playing.
I'm doing something.
Yes, you are. 2 weeks from now, you are playing. You are DMing Aberrant,
Yeah, that's right.
a one-shot adventure for Aberrant. And next week, I am DMing. What's it called? I know this. Hold on. Hold up.
Is it they came from?
No, it is. Hold on. Wow, I talk to Tyler a lot. Hold on.
That's why
Tyler loves to talk.
I have
Trinity,
to pin
Trinity
stuff
Continuum. Trinity's Continuum will be doing a one-shot. And also, for both of those weeks, next week and the week after that, we will be starting at 8 Eastern Standard Time. Not our usual 9 o'clock, 8 Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you tune in an hour early so you can watch. It would be full one-shots, where they're still going to go to midnight each night. So it's going to give us enough time for both of us to complete our one-shots. And it's just to celebrate these awesome systems, to kind of give them some extra love, and show you just kind of how awesome they can be and how you can run a one-shot session for each of these. So don't forget that going forward. So our wonderful adventurers, we're going to have to leave them to contemplate their next steps for a couple of weeks now and see how they're going to deal. They have entered, as the moon said, her nursery. It's been a pleasure telling the story to you, listener. We hope you enjoyed what you saw and heard as much as we enjoyed performing it for you. Let's hear from our players now. Once again, your name, handle, character, and where people can find you outside of Local Tales.
I am Dwayne, made of kimchi on the internet, and the next time you will see me will be tomorrow, running the finale of our current campaign, Quantum Knights, in Trinity Continuum Aberrant.
Hey everybody, I have been Yune, and I am now once again myself, ever. And my pronouns are they, them. You can find me on the internet as Changeling Ever. And you can also find me on Etsy at Meet and Co Designs, as in, hey Ever, it's a neat little rat you have there. Isn't it cute? Yeah.
Hello everybody, I am Steve. I've been playing Lamalthun. You can find me on the internet at Voodoo Arcade, and you will find me next on Sunday for Mage/Cult White Walls, where I play Punch Mage. It's pretty awesome.
Punch Mage casts fists.
Yes, yes he does.
Sounds like a Sean character. Well, I am Devin. I have been Gar, and you can find me online at Sword of Sullied, and the next time you'll find me will be here tonight, but next week. Playing not Gar.
Not Gar. I am John, otherwise known as J3 Billion, doing my best impersonation of Devok, our shaman sorcerer, and next time you'll be able to see me is actually next Thursday. Next Thursday, and that's going to be the finale. And the finale of what was it, Devin or Dwayne? Excuse me.
What? Say that. What?
The finale on Thursday?
Oh,
Aberrant?
Black Void. Oh,
Black
yes.
Black Void.
Next Thursday will be the finale of Black Void because I was not feeling awake yesterday.
And I'm super excited for that. I think it's going to be great. So, hey, there we go.
Alrighty. Well, thank you very much. I have been PattyShugs_, and it'll be another week before you'll be able to find out all about Trinity Continuum. But in the meantime, I encourage you to watch the Vocal Tales other shows, which includes Saturday, technically later today, tomorrow, you'll see Trinity Continuum Aberrant, Quantum Knights. Sunday is Mage Cult Crossover. Monday is Cyberpunk in the Image of Man Made. Tuesday, we're starting a new Trinity Continuum Adventure. It's going to be Pulp Heroes. Steve, as you can see, is very excited for that. Yes. Tune in for that. I will be rejoining that game on Tuesdays, so you'll see my lovely face there as well. Wednesdays is Tales from the Loop, Pour in the Woods. I love seeing the title of that show. Thursday will be the finale, that was just said, of Black Void. And then Friday will not be Scarlands. Friday will be a Trinity game as well, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so make sure you tune in for that.
If I can drop one more thing in there, Tuesday when we play
please.
Adventure, we are actually going to be rejoined by Patty, but also joined by Travis Legg from Onyx Path Publishing. Who will
Yes, that as well.
So if you want to see Travis play, check out Onyx Path on Tuesday.
Which you should. And one last little announcement before we get into not doing our votes is, once again, I insist, I profess, I demand even, that you go check out Q Empire's Kickstarter. They're doing a Kickstarter for more of these bad boys. Flip upside down. More of these bad boys. They are status condition markers, which allow you to keep track of which of your players have which status that you have nastily put onto them, whether it be blind, stunned, prone, restrained, paralyzed, dead, you know, whatever you're feeling at that time. But yes, go check out the Kickstarter, go back it, throw down a $1,000,000. It'll be great. All right, true fans, time to do some voting. Our players are going to each nominate one another, but you, our audience, can also vote for your favorite players tonight. So, please, players, nominate one another.
Tonight I will vote for Yane for many reasons. One of them being Ratto, physical Ratto, dying, and just in general.
Thank you. I turn around and vote for you because of that badass entrance that totally saved our asses, and attempting to save mine, but death is appealing. But also, when you described that moment where Sousa's like tilts her head upside down and does the thing, and I pictured the cutest little ball python doing the cutest little thing. It was adorable.
I am also going to vote for Sousa/Dwayne. Ever give you the vote for your badass entrance? I'm going to give you the vote for your badass exit.
I was wondering if anybody caught it.
Yes. Lamalthun definitely did, and gave you the eyebrow raise and head tilt and the smirk, because that's interesting to Lamalthun. Okay. But yes, that's
Yeah,
right.
the entire time I'm describing that situation and the two of you are talking, in my head I'm just like, is he going to say it? Is he going to say anything about it? Is it going to happen?
So yes. Characters.
Thank you.
I am going to give my vote to you, Steve, because of that brilliant plan that absolutely flatlined.
They're not all going to pay off, but thank you so much.
Hey, it attacked Beauregard.
It did. It killed Beauregard, and that's what matters.
Yes.
Thank
And
you.
then you just wasted like 2 of its movement turns just having it wait.
True. That is true.
So, I mean, it didn't flail on us for 2 extra rounds.
Yeah, actually, that probably did help us a lot more than we're giving it credit for.
That
Oh, a
was
lot.
clutch.
A
That was
lot.
super clutch. Yeah, my turn. I am going to give mine to the person who I thought was absolutely had the best moment tonight. And that was just like the goat through the sheep through the iron grate, just coming on in.
The war keeper.
It didn't know that consent was a thing, and it just went.
Would you say he came in like a wrecking ball?
Nope.
Came in
Nope.
like a
No, I would not.
wrecking
I
ball.
would not say that.
Take us home, Patty.
I sung it though.
Get us out of here.
So most of those moments were quite amazing. We hope you enjoyed our story tonight. We look forward to seeing you in 3 weeks' time, same place, to continue this tale. Until next time, may Corian light your way. May you stay safe, may you stay awesome, may you stay adventurous, and make good choices. Also, oh wait, wear a damn mask.
Stick around for the raid.
Oh yeah, we're gonna raid. Who are we raiding?